Christmas, Harry.
Welcome, Harry. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
Another one.
This is the story of a girl, the podcast where three friends come together, have a good time, talk about stuff, shoot the shit, drink some beer, and ignore our real-life problems for a good 2 hours.
Yeah. That's what we need.
Let's be honest. It's the happiest time of the year, but we're the saddest. Welcome back, everybody. It's The Wanger Show.
Don't say we.
You guys are okay. I'm fine.
48.
You guys doing with something wrong with you guys?
No,
I'm
let it
fine.
out. I know you've
How
got some
sad
demons.
you are
I know
right
you've got some
now.
demons.
Great
You're not
day
all
today.
there, baby.
Talk about
It's okay to be
sadness.
sad. I love being sad.
Yeah.
Did you guys have a rough weekend or something? I spent some time with the fam. I'm
No,
having a
yeah,
great
I
time.
saw fan. Well, by the way, hold off with your feelings. Cody, what Pokemon is it?
Tyranitar is the Pokemon.
Oh, it's a-
Why do I
it's a-
keep showing the camera the phone? You can't see it.
Is
If
he
You're
set
showing the
far
monitor,
away.
too.
No, I show that one.
you do that? Okay.
I show the camera. Yeah,
Is
yeah.
Tyranitar sad too? Is this
He
just a
looks
sad
pretty
time?
fucking sad. Let's look at this guy. Let's look at this
Jesus.
guy right here. He's just
What is it?
he just looks
Oh, he's a
very
big boy.
sad. He's a little
He's
chubby.
a thick boy.
and-
Yeah,
He's got
Yeah, right
fat
there.
ass.
What's the,
Oh, yeah,
those
this
This
abs?
looks like the PNG that you drag
I-
over that
Yeah.
isn't really a PNG.
I want to
Uh,
say
You mean transparent?
Yeah,
or
that's what I
she or they are the inspiration or are Godzilla inspired.
I was about to
You're
say,
my
like, they inspired
inspiration.
Godzilla.
Yeah, that one specifically.
There's
yes.
a Godzilla reference, I believe, after seeing the movie so many times.
Which one?
Godzilla vs. Kong?
Nine-
Plenty.
nine- 98.
Seeing Moana. And there's a Godzilla
Oh.
reference in Moana when
I
she
need
goes
to see
to
it.
the realm of the monsters. There's like a big old spiky monster like crawling around. And stuff. I was like, I think that's Godzilla.
And you hear his
Oh.
screech.
Didn't have the rights to that.
Damn
Didn't have
it.
the rights to that. But they did sing "Shining Like a Diamond,
What's that?
Diamond in the Rough."
Oh,
Strut my stuff is so shiny.
Puff Daddy.
It's not. It's,
Oh, is Lin-Manuel doing his
I-
old spoken word thing
Yeah.
again? Like that doesn't get old, huh, Lin?
no, there's no spoken word at all.
Tick, boom.
I
I'm trying
almost
to
watched that. I almost watched that.
Tick,
last
tick,
night.
boom?
Yeah.
How'd it go? How'd
I
it
watched
go?
the trailer a couple times on Netflix.
It's a musical, right?
I don't know.
I
think
don't
so.
know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's about.
It's about
musical?
a playwright.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Okay.
you how close were you to watching it?
Pretty
Were you-
damn close. And then
and then you just see it on your Netflix
well,
and you're
I
like,
needed something to watch
Tiger King.
in the
Yeah.
background while I was folding a bunch of laundry.
Oh, so you
basically.
wouldn't have watched it?
Yeah, so I was
Okay.
like, I don't want to
That's
not
not-
watch this. So I put
not
on
The
the
Office.
Beatles documentary.
Okay.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I had
You can
that
have it
on
on
the
the
background.
Beatles.
I watched the first 2.5 hours out of
How
the
long is
8.
it? Oh, it's an 8-hour.
It's like a
drive.
3-part series. They're all at least like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
I do want to see it. I'm not
Yeah.
a huge Beatles. I hate when I say I'm not a huge Beatles fan. I just don't listen to their
We
stuff.
didn't grow up with them.
I didn't grow
you
up with
know?
them. No,
Yeah.
like they're a fantastic,
You don't have to.
influential
You can
band.
listen to them. Yeah.
I just
you
don't.
can, you can be culturally just
Yeah.
aware.
Yeah, you can be aware
I'd
of
rather
the
listen
Beatles
to
band of all time.
from first to last, Under Oath,
Sure.
My Chemical Romance,
Sure,
stuff
'cause
that makes me sad.
You're
Brian.
sadder. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe enjoy some pop
Beatles
music.
are too happy.
It'll
No.
bring up your spirits.
No,
you know? Just,
no, that's
Ever
what
singing, I wanna-
clarity is
I want to
for.
hold your hand.
Maybe have
Get
some
the fuck
fun.
out of here with
Yeah,
that. No.
want to hold your hand.
Yeah.
6
It was
feet
t-
under.
It was tough for me to bring it sad too. It was. I really
I don't
thought
know.
about it. It was
I
tough.
don't know.
But that documentary is cool. I
Yeah.
think even if you don't, if Christian just has no idea, can you name 5 Beatles songs? Because I thought about doing a game. Like, is this a
Hey,
Beatles
let's-
song or
let's-
I don't
something
think
else?
I can.
Let's really try.
I don't. I think I can.
Come on.
Want to hold
Yeah.
your hand?
Sure,
Is that even
cheater.
the title?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Rainbow in the Dark. That's a deal.
That's a Dio. And also covered by Corey Taylor. Just so a rainbow.
Oh,
in
he
the
did
dark.
cover
He
that.
covered it,
Yeah. He covered that with
Don't
like.
stall. Go back to Beatles
Okay,
songs. Come on.
Yeah.
Beatles.
Here, I'll play some. We'll get copyrighted by the Disney.
Beatles, of course.
They have a song called Beatles.
They have a self-titled album
Yeah.
and a self-titled song.
What's that
Yeah.
fucking street in London called?
I think that's the name of their album. I don't know if they have a
Damn
song
it.
called Abbey Road.
It might just be called Burbank Boulevard.
Yeah. Mhm.
If you maybe
Can you name one?
You can do this. You're fucking with us right now. You can.
I don't
name-
think I can.
Really?
My parents are huge Beatles fans too.
Man,
I
you
never.
grew around
You
it?
hate your parents so much. Like you are the biggest fan.
He's just
Fuck
blasting
them,
death
yeah.
metal.
They
in his
never.
headphones
They
while they're
never
listening.
played it around me.
8 days a week.
Yeah.
Rainbow in the dark, whatever the hell it is. Yeah.
He doesn't scream like that. It's
Okay.
a rainbow in the dark. Ooh, I should do that for Carrie. Nobody's
Okay.
gonna know that. No.
Nobody knows anything.
I don't. Can you name 5 songs?
I think so.
All right. Let's,
I don't-
let's
Hold
hear
on.
it.
Can you name one?
I told you. No, I don't
Okay.
think I can.
Well, there's Hey Jude.
Oh,
Hey
fuck. Okay.
Jude.
There's Revolution.
I didn't know Hey Jude.
Revolution.
The one they do in the doc in the beginning is
Who won in the
doc? Don't let me down. It's a good song.
Don't let me down.
Yep, good job.
That one, yeah.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Code, I'm going to...
Little Ringo
Lucy in
Starr
the
in
Sky
you.
with Diamonds is another one.
in the sky.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay, I
go
know
all
that
day,
song.
baby.
See,
Let
I
It
know
Be.
songs.
Let It
I
Be
just
is a
don't know
great
the
song.
title of them.
Okay.
It's literally in the song.
But I don't. Not all titles are
I'd say
the. Are,
50% of Let It Be is just Let It Be.
Let It
Let It
Be.
Be.
Let It
Yeah.
Be.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I know.
think
What's that
they
song?
say
8 days a week? Where he goes, 8 days a week. Cody, look up Beatles greatest hits or number ones by
Okay,
Beatles. I
okay.
think I can name a
Whoa, Brian's got a
All
huge
right,
dick,
all right.
few.
everybody.
I think I can name a few. I remember, is it the Red album with the one on it?
That was like the re-release, I think, of everything. Yeah,
that's the number ones.
This
from
isn't
the
loading
Beatles.
for you. I
God
don't know
damn
what
it!
to tell you.
My
It's not-
my thing's a little slow.
Not working for you.
My,
yeah.
Call it what it is.
Yeah.
A tablet.
It's a
Let me see.
Kindle.
Is it a Kindle? No. Is it a Kindle? Amazon
so.
Fire tablet.
It's a piece of shit.
Oh,
is
it's
what
an
it
Amazon
is.
Fire
Yeah,
tablet.
I hate to-
Don't
hate
be
to bring
ashamed.
that
That's
up.
but
okay.
I'm sorry. I'll wipe that off.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
you
right,
should.
okay.
Maybe you should get an iPad.
This is the
I need a
universe
new one.
telling you can't name it. How many can you name just off the top of your head?
I can name a few, but I don't want to get ahead of myself.
Oh.
You know what I mean? You got I Am the Walrus.
Yeah, of
Cuckoo,
course.
Cuckoo.
Yeah. Yellow Submarine. is
Yellow
another-
Submarine.
Oh, I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yes.
All right.
I've heard these things. I know some of these words.
She Loves You, I think is the name of that
Do
song.
they, does
That's a
he
fun
say
one.
Yellow Submarine in the song?
The whole song. We
does he?
all live in a yellow submarine.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Yellow Submarine. Come
I don't know
on.
Beatles.
Nah.
I don't know Beatles.
Everybody. Damn it, this thing not working.
It's
Come on,
okay.
come
Don't
on.
worry about it.
I
It's
want
all
to show my knowledge.
Sorry. Yeah.
Sorry.
We believe you, Brian. It's
Hey,
okay.
I
Believe
don't.
all
I
men.
think this is all planned.
That's what I.
Believe all men?
Yes.
Okay. That's
no, elaborate, please.
No, I'm just trying
No,
to fix
elaborate
the
on
Spotify. You guys don't believe me.
Christian,
But
I think you should still watch the documentary.
No, that's. I literally said
Yeah.
that I want to watch.
I'm trying
this.
to just change the topic
Yeah.
to have him stall here.
If you're
while
such a
he's-
big
yeah.
fan, Brian, how come you didn't watch it?
Yeah.
'Cause
You want to
it's-
watch all 8 hours of it? 9 hours?
Is
Your
it, but
time's
is it,
too.
is it like
precious.
Disney, like poppy?
I
like,
saw clips
No.
on Twitter where like
I want the
Was it
fucking
like-
real shit.
Is this from the documentary, or maybe it's just random? Where John Lennon was about to pull out drugs and then remembered that he was on a documentary. And
I don't recall seeing that yet.
Okay.
I don't think they're gonna put that on Disney Plus. Though.
I heard.
But
I heard there's
Disney
an F word.
Yeah, Disney did want to ask them to remove cursing, but Peter Jackson said no.
Yeah.
Peter Jackson.
Yeah, because
Oh, wow.
he made it. He
Yeah, but Disney
restored all the
owns
film.
it. Disney's like, you go through me,
But
motherfucker.
he started making it
Yeah,
before
he's been
the
making
deal
it
yeah,
with
for
them.
years.
but it's on their platform.
But he's
so,
Peter Jackson.
But we can do. We're Disney. We can do whatever the fuck we
You're
want.
not Disney.
No, the Disney Plus
Yeah,
is
but-
Disney.
Yeah, but Peter Jackson won. He put the F word in there.
All right,
Yeah.
all right. So Disney can suck it,
I
right?
guess so.
Is that what they're
I
saying?
guess
Is that what
so.
you're
It's
saying?
what's going on here.
All right.
But I
What?
think you should still watch it again. Go back to this. Because it's just so cool watching these guys who are at the top of their game. Again, biggest band in the world. We all know their songs. And
they
Yellow
have the-
Submarine, Hold
yeah,
My Hand.
of course. Just watch them, how they make shit is just so cool.
Yeah.
It's like being a fly on the wall. That's basically.
Because
Uh-huh.
from what I know, is like they just like sit in a room and they start jamming, and then that's where they come up.
And they
with
have
their
like
greatest
arguments
hits.
where like, this sucks. We've done this before. This song, this is just like last song. And it's like, oh man, this is. Yeah.
And Ringo goes, I like to play drums.
What's he saying? Walk Hard. And he's like, I have a song about an octopus.
I want you to shove it up your ass. You're lucky we let you still play drums.
It's one of the funniest scenes in the history of film.
Is
that
it
one.
is-
Yeah.
now? Are there like interviews, or is it just like raw?
Not really.
footage?
It's mostly just from what I've seen so far. I've only seen part one. It's mostly just raw footage.
It's
Yeah.
not like Peter Jackson. He's like, "Hi, I'm Peter Jackson."
No.
Okay,
No,
cool.
nothing like
All right.
that.
Is it loading at all?
All right.
No.
No, it's not.
Damn
Why
it.
didn't you just
Well,
look?
because I don't want to see the titles
Okay.
of the songs.
Hold on.
All right.
I think we got it.
I
I
think
think
this
we
is all
got it.
phony. I
Is
don't think
it?
he knows
Does it
any
say
songs.
media on the top or no?
Yes, you have it maxed out.
All right.
Yes.
I can.
Okay.
I can. This is probably gonna end poorly because I only know like 5.
You were hoping your tablet was going to crap out.
Well, yeah,
No.
Cody said like already like 5 or 6.
So you
songs.
only want, okay, to be clear, Brian only wants songs
one
their-
album?
no, not only that.
The number ones.
Basically, their greatest
number-
hits album
Yes.
is what he wants
Yes.
here. Okay.
I can't name the
As
B
if you were
side.
going to prove that you were a Beatles fan by
I
just
can't
playing
name
the
the B
greatest
side
hits.
of Revolution or Rubber
Unbelievable.
Soul.
All right, here
Sorry.
we go. Ready to go?
Sure.
All right. You want to time it, Christian?
We'll go as long as the bit works. Sure.
yeah. Like,
All right, here we go.
Is it playing? It's not even.
No. I
Is
hit
it-
play. It's freezing, though.
Oh, it's free.
Ah!
Oh, Revolution.
Okay.
Revolution.
is
Wait
it like
for
a
it, wait
it's like
for
a
it.
demo version.
There are many different.
All you need is love.
Are you doing it in order?
Probably. Yesterday.
Nice.
That's a movie. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
The long and windy road. All You Need Is Love. Yeah.
I'm just hitting shuffle, man. I don't know what to tell you.
8 days a week. Oh, no.
No.
I think I'm going to be sent.
Nope.
I think I'm going to
Yep.
say, yeah. I got another one.
All right, skip that one.
What was
Here we
that
go. That was Ticket to Ride.
I get high. Oh, yeah, I'll tell you something. I want to hold your hand.
Yeah. It's a good song. That is a good song.
He hit mine. We can work it out.
Look at that. He's, okay. Good on you for knowing the greatest hits.
Good for you,
The
Brian.
number one. She loves you. Yeah.
Okay, we're done here.
Wait, one more.
Okay.
Come on. Can't buy me love.
I even paused it immediately. I was like, this is bullshit. All right. There you go. Buddy. You did
I
it.
can play the number one. I think I listen to this like all the time. I took a rock and roll class in community college. The dude loved the Beatles.
I didn't. Have we talked about this?
History of rock and roll.
Yeah, I took that too, but my teacher was such a square. He didn't
I mean, he was
really feel like he loved it at all.
Was he listened to Ronnie James Dio instead?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he was more into From First to Last.
He
Is that
had
what he
us
was?
like harmonizing together.
I didn't even like From First to Last either.
It was so weird. He's
What
like,
was
let's all do this together.
Well, if it's a history of rock and roll, what did he like?
I don't remember. It was like 7 years ago.
Well, you don't have to like what you teach.
No,
Yeah, true, but like what he didn't like say like I
it was
grew
just
up.
so weird. Like we talked initially about like influence of it. So like stuff from like the
Chuck
30s
Berry.
and 40s and all that. Yeah, stuff like
Chuck
that.
Berry.
And then like we never really got into like modern shit.
Well,
which
it's
is fine.
history.
It's
It's
college.
history.
It's college. You learn about history.
You got to
and
go
shit.
back in the day.
But like we didn't actually learn about rock and roll that much.
Well, you got to learn the
start-
history of
you
it.
start
And
from
then we had
jazz.
we had a substitute teacher in one day who was fucking awesome.
Came in
Introduced me to the Replacements, who were a great band.
Oh,
So he was a good replacement.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, give it to him.
I'll take it. Makes my dick feel big.
Okay.
so you wanted some history of rock and roll class
I
to
wanted
be
to
about
actually learn
Blink
about
182 and Yellow Card.
No, how dare you make that assumption, sir? I'm not that narrow-minded. Okay, no. I knew that I was looking for. I'm not looking for a pop punk history. I'm looking for just rock music.
So
That one's cool.
But like, yeah, you start from the 40s or the
I know,
50s.
but
Chuck
you
Berry.
never get anywhere.
Well, then you go into the 70s.
I never
we got
saw
into,
what it influenced. I just like
It's
listened
not.
to
It's
shit.
not influence of rock and roll. It's a history.
What's the current history of it?
That's-
History is only like 50 years in the
I'm
past. You don't
convinced
know where it goes.
I'm convinced now. Brian's teacher only just taught the Beatles.
We got
Beatles
into
101.
a little more modern day stuff, but yeah, it ended at the 90s. I think that's when
It
rock
was
and roll
great.
died.
There was one day where it was great because like we were done with the
Nickelback.
thing. We were done with the last for the day, and we still had time. So like, what are you guys listening to? And we were actually like riffing, just talking about bands like that. And he was talking about like Rage Against the Machine and Tool. And I was like,
Hell
where
yeah.
was this guy all semester? I want to just talk about music with this guy. And, learn
And now
stuff.
you hate Tool.
I always hated
Tool sucks.
But the fact that he knew the band was like, okay,
I
that's
don't
a
think
modern
I-
band. Okay,
Objectively say Tool sucks?
you can. I'll say it.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying my
I'll back
opinion.
you up.
Okay.
I'm not saying objectively they suck.
Okay, subjectively, I don't know.
Subjectively, Nickelback is awesome.
There we go. Back you up on that. Yeah.
When did they become a punchline, huh?
After they went triple platinum, huh? Sorry, they were successful.
Hunter was
of Bob.
standing in
Yeah, I
line with
saw
clubs
that.
and they were...
Hey, hey, I want to be a rock star.
Yes, exactly. Oh,
Remember the
soundtrack to my
song?
life.
There's a song called Animals where they're talking about fucking like animals. Remember that song? That
No,
was
Nickelback?
Yeah.
No, I have not heard that
That
one.
I
sounds
remember
like
the
Nine
song
Inch
Animals.
Nails.
That was a bop, dude.
You want to play the number ones of Nickelback?
Let's play that one, yeah.
Do they even have like a whole...
They had the same thing. We're just a number one on the cover.
Do they still put out? Are they still playing?
I don't
think so.
know.
know.
Probably.
When did they become like?
There was a comedian, I think Brian Posehn or somebody just like had a bit about how much Nickelback sucks or how much he hated it. And it just like took off from there. It was like one of the early things of like virality and just like went from there.
Wasn't like what's the lead singer's name? Chad.
Chad.
Kroger.
You can stop it, Chad.
Yeah.
Isn't he,
you don't
like
know.
I think I've seen like interviews with him. He seems just like the nicest guy.
They're Canadian.
I could be wrong about that. He could be like a horrible asshole for all I know.
Maybe.
But if he's like such a nice guy, that sucks. Because I've heard like Corey Taylor talk shit and say like Jack
About it.
Kroger is like
Yeah.
the worst singer of all
Well,
time and all that stuff.
There's also, you can be a nice guy in an interview and be an
true.
asshole behind the scenes.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen that many a time.
yeah, true.
But yeah, if he's a nice guy, he's a nice guy. If you don't like his
I
music,
met
don't like
him
his
and he
music.
was nice.
I met Corey Taylor. He's a nice.
Did you
guy.
really?
Yeah.
When?
I bought his book.
You interviewed him.
Oh,
Yeah.
you went to one of his signings and
Yeah.
shit? Oh, that's
The
cool as fuck.
7 Deadly Sins, I think I bought. It's not the greatest book.
No, I heard it's not good.
Yeah, it's kind of rambling.
Yeah,
Well, because
yeah.
I thought it would be like, oh, story of his life,
Yeah.
history
I don't-
of Corey Taylor and what he influenced,
Sure, yeah.
Blink-182 and all that.
I want to get to the Blink stuff in the Corey
Yeah.
Taylor story.
But he like boxed himself in. He's like, all right, 7 Deadly Sins. I'm
He
gonna
talks
write
about those sins.
I'm gonna write
and stuff.
about my example of wrath and like a story
Yeah.
about it. And it wasn't like the greatest.
Yeah, I don't think he's actually put out like an actual autobiography per se.
I thought he came out with the book recently.
I know
or-
he's been working on a new one. He's working on a bunch of. I can't
But
remember.
like the stuff in the book when he talked about like stories of him partying in Iowa and like going nuts, like that's what I
Yeah.
wanted to hear or read. But it just went into like how he fucked up a business deal or some shit like that.
Yeah, he literally. I'd be fascinated to read his story because one of their more recent songs is literally about him ODing and his friends leaving him in a dumpster.
Oh shit!
And then him waking up the next morning. Like,
Yeah, because is this in Iowa? I assume.
yeah,
Or is it-
I think it's all in. I think
or
that
does-
might have been because he's OD'd several times.
Is he an LA guy now, or is he still? Like,
I think
out in the
he is.
country?
I think most of them. I don't know. I've heard because there's 9 fucking people in the band.
Yeah.
I know they all have homes in Iowa, but I think some live in LA too.
I would assume they're local guys.
Yeah, they're kind of
here.
all over.
But I guess like if you're a big band, you don't have to be in LA. You can have own a whole farm in Iowa.
yeah.
For whatever.
I was
and
just
it's
watching a documentary. One of their slipped like during their volume 3, their third album,
Subliminal Verses.
Subliminal Verses.
Ooh, I can probably name a few. If we go by albums, then I can name like some stuff.
I can that's my favorite album of
Yeah.
theirs.
You want to fucking go?
It's fucking, I
I might be able
to see a
to.
fight
I might
tonight.
be able to name the album by order.
What's the first track?
Well, it's like Prelude 3.0 technically, and then it's The Blister Exists 3-0.
Dun, 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 dun. Is that track
That's
yeah.
Revolution by the Beatles,
Oh.
actually. Yeah.
But they have a weird, like their documentaries on, it's almost like per album are fucking weird because they're just like clips of random shit compiled together.
behind the scenes of them?
Yeah, of
like,
them shows
backstage
backstage, like on tour, all that shit.
I watched something where like you see Joey Jordison vomiting backstage.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one.
That's the documentary for that CD.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Ah.
Yeah. And then there's like 2 parts to it. The first part is like all the random videos and shit. It's like very weirdly edited and stuff. And then the second half is like interviews with all the band members. And then all the original, original. Yeah,
when they made, I know it's not the original, but the original to me is the Slipknot album, the self-titled album.
That's not even the real the
I know,
full.
that's not the first one.
It's yes. Okay, so their first album, yes. Technically, because their guitar player, who's with them still right now, Jim Root, wasn't on that album. He did a couple of things, and then Iowa is technically the first full album with all the
As that
members
band?
up
Oh.
until All Hope Is Gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like when people, like for me, Avenged Sevenfold, the first album I listened to was
Wake
in
the Fallen.
But
Yeah.
you got to listen to Sound of the Seven Trumpet, bro. It was Chase telling me.
Chase, yeah.
Check out Sound of the Seven Trumpet, bro.
It's okay. It's a cool.
Come on, bro.
And they had
So
a
you having
different.
a good day, Jay? Tell me.
Yeah, and they had a
Bro.
different bass player for
Yeah.
that album.
But there's a reason like no one's heard that because it sounds like shit.
Oh yeah, it's
like
terrible.
It's not. It's like
Yeah.
a garage band.
I think it was like $4,000 to make or something like that.
Really?
It was like really cheap.
that is
Yeah.
But then you go into like the Wake and the Fallen and like well, the albums that got big were produced.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. That's not Roadrunner, right? Avenged Sevenfold.
For them,
This
that's
is very inside music.
Roadrunner was
That's
Slipknot.
Slipknot.
They I think they have one album come out. I think they had to write another album because of their
Roadrunner?
contract for Roadrunner, and then they're done, which kind of scares
There's
me.
a Taylor Swift situation. Like, I'm
Well,
trapped in this
I don't know
label.
about that. I don't know if they own their own music.
But if you're a little white girl, you can get your own music back. Not this guy from Iowa who's ODing in dumpsters
I regret bringing up Taylor
and
Swift in this conversation
wants his
now.
life
Okay.
back, Cody.
and you know
All
what?
right.
You know what? Jake was right.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't know.
Sure.
Fuck, I can't. No, Fearless Records. I think they were
Fearless
signed
is also,
on to.
I believe, an album by Taylor Swift. It's
Oh,
Welcome
wow.
Back. Yeah, I think so.
You got the eye of the
I believe
tiger.
she's released her version of it.
Oh,
I don't know.
wow.
Yeah. So good for both
Remastered.
Fearlesses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, they're like System of a Down. I don't think their first album. I think it was a different drummer. I think it could have been.
It wasn't the. Don't tell me. Toxicity was on. I don't know.
You think of the record label for that one?
What is the album name?
I think is that Warner Brothers was Avenged Sevenfold. What do you mean?
What's the name of the album?
Toxicity.
The name is Toxicity,
Yes.
and there's a song called Toxicity.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I was right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I did know that.
Yeah, you knew that.
I did know that.
Warner
The
Brothers.
first one was self-titled.
Oh.
System of Down. It's just called System of Down.
Okay.
And then the third album.
Bold choice. This
you know
is who we are.
Do you know the third album title for System of Down?
Okay.
Steal This Album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you know
Really?
why?
Because it got Napstered.
I don't think it got Napstered, but they were contracted to
They
write
got
another
Taylor
album.
Swifted.
They got Taylor
Yeah,
Swifted.
it all comes back
and
full
they
circle.
don't-
And
Full
it
circle.
was originally called Toxicity 2 because they were literally B-sides from Toxicity. So they were like, ugh, we don't want to make this shit. And they literally just called it Steal This Album because they're like, just rip it. We don't give a fuck.
Oh, they're petty as fuck. Oh, I'm sorry, you have a record deal, System of a Down.
I
Fucking
mean,
work. Work
The
for
music
it.
industry is pretty fucked when it comes to
Yeah.
contracts.
Not for a little white girl named Taylor Swift. Any bops on the Still This Album? Is that
Oh
Streamline?
yeah,
Is that,
yeah. They've got
is it
It's the one
Streamline?
with
Streamline is not IEAIO.
Of course, yes.
Chicken Stew, Boom,
Yeah, Brain Stew.
Intervision.
Brain Stew,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some
Brain
good songs. It's I don't revisit it the most. I love listening to Mesmerize and Hypnotize back to back.
I do. I
Chase
actually do
favorite
have those
albums.
albums.
Oh.
I do have those.
Chase
'Cause-
played it on. You got to check out Mesmerize, bro. That's what Chase said.
It's
Bro.
a
Chase, how you doing? Like,
I think Toxicity is
Sound the seven trumpet, bro.
Toxicity is my favorite. I think it's their best album, but like
yeah.
Mesmerize is a fucking adventure, dude. Like you start that, and then when you finish, 'cause
Yeah,
it
I like Mesmerize better than Hip.
it ends perfectly with Hypnotize because you start with Soldier Side intro, and then you end in Hypnotize with just the song Soldier Side. It's just such a beautiful song. It's so good.
I remember when it first came out and it featured the other singer more, Darren.
Oh yeah, that's where he started to come up.
And I was
kinda
like,
come from.
They had like a Blink 182
I
thing
was like,
going
get the fuck
on.
out of here,
Kinda like-
Darren. This is Surge.
Okay.
But then I grew to like his voice.
I
Yeah.
instantly love it because it's a good. What's kind of not a good voice, but it kind of is.
It's like Tom DeLonge, if you will.
Oh yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's
There
a
you go.
very distinct voice.
Yeah,
not
yeah.
a bad
Yes,
voice.
yes,
yeah.
So you're saying Mark Hoppus has a better voice than Tom?
I don't think either of them are particularly gifted in the vocal realm, but I think it works for them.
What songs are stronger, when Mark is singing or when Tom is singing? Your thoughts?
Man, that's a
That's
very
tough.
tough question.
Yeah.
I do love when they alternate.
Okay.
I do love something like Feeling This. I think it works in perfect harmony.
Okay.
I think
No
in
pun intended.
recording, it.
That was an impressive burp.
That was away from
That
the
was
microphone.
like,
though.
damn.
That was
Yeah,
smart.
that was good.
I think in recordings, it like Feeling This is like a great when they go back and forth like
Yeah.
that. Or
But then you have like 7 vocals at the end.
That's one song.
That's
That's one song.
They don't do that a lot.
Yeah, that's
But,
how every mix and match song
Yeah.
goes.
I love.
Yeah.
What's the second song off of Neighborhoods?
Of Neighborhoods is Natives.
Natives. I love that. I love the back and forth where he sings the chorus and then Tom. I don't know. Tom is more like, I like when he sings the more emotional stuff.
Sure.
I mean,
Tom's-
that's fitting too.
Well,
Because,
like Stay Together for the Kids.
yeah,
Okay.
like
I think
that,
Tom's
like,
voice pops more. Like,
Yeah.
like if you switched up the ones and I Miss You, it wouldn't work as well.
Yeah.
Like it works because it's like, don't waste your time. If you
Yeah.
have Mark doing that, it's not going to work.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That's why they're a band. Yeah.
Not
But
anymore.
Yeah.
Mark's
Well,
They
What?
might.
he's
They might.
Tom is going to
Tom's
come
been
back.
talking.
They
Wow.
might.
I think they're gonna.
He
I
talks
think
a lot though.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
been
really
talking.
believe anything.
he's also got
he
a movie
says.
coming out, right?
Apparently.
Got Aliens?
Aliens.
Yeah.
Hell
that's
yeah.
what he does.
Aliens
They
exist.
You know what band I think broke up Blink-182, or what song broke up Blink-182?
Oh, let's see.
Stay together for the kids.
No.
How ironic.
It's not Aliens Exist, is what I think most people will say, because like, that's when Tom got into aliens.
That
and
was
stuff
so
like that.
early on too.
I think it's Asthenia, the song on
yeah.
the Untitled app, which is a great
It's
song. by the
fantastic,
way.
yeah.
Fantastic song.
It's also a little not experimental, but it starts off weird.
It takes a minute to get going. It's kind
Yeah.
of annoying, but it's great. But it's about being like alone in space. I'm like, this is Tom
This is all
doing his
Tom.
space
Is that,
shit. Yeah.
Give
Give us a picture with the reason. A warning
That-
sign. December 17th, guys. Come on,
That's
just karaoke.
are you gonna sing that one?
No, I should.
That has my favorite part, I think, in like any Blink song at the very end.
Yeah, the outro. Yes, this guy.
It's
I'm enjoying this conversation.
because
now. All right.
they
All right,
play
sit
it.
this one out.
They,
Just
they
orgasm,
play
right?
that throughout the song, but Travis's his beats
The
during
drum's
that
different.
they're a little
Yeah.
different, and then at
Yes.
the end it's just full on like.
I totally agree. Yeah. So anyway,
I can join. Unlike you, I can join in a conversation, Cody.
I'm
sorry.
I know
He
nothing
was
about.
talking that whole time.
You were
Just-
not talking. Even a guy calls you out. Cody's not feeling this
I
conversation.
was talking to
Feeling
the
this
chat,
conversation.
Brian,
You were
which
in the
was
chat.
a joke I was making.
You were.
I was
you were-
talking just
So
not
while
to
we're on a
you.
show,
Yes.
you're texting in the chat.
I was interacting in the live chat. Yes, I
Okay.
was. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So then I'll do that now while you guys talk about feeling this.
And your hatred of the outro of that song, apparently.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can chime in. You don't know that much Blink songs?
I don't know. Asthenia. I don't know, whatever.
It's a deep cut, but it's fucking good.
But I know some Blink
Yeah.
stuff. I followed them up until, I don't know. I think after the self-titled, I've kind of fell
Untitled.
off. Untitled.
They refer to it as Untitled.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean,
fell
Neighborhoods
off
is
on
my.
that, yeah.
I've grown to love Neighborhoods a little bit more. Just
What are the jams off that one?
After Midnight is my favorite song off that
Don't
album.
know it.
Oh, I learned it on guitar, man.
Oh, let's hear it.
That's one of the
That's
first
one of their
songs.
hits,
That's
too.
one of the first songs
After
I learned on
Midnight.
guitar.
How does it go?
We'll stack her home after midnight.
I like Kaleidoscope.
That's a good one. Their
think I've
lead
heard that
single
one.
off that was Up All Night. That was the.
Wow, I don't know any of
That was their
these.
big comeback.
I
song.
remember
Oh.
driving on the side of like stopping just to like listen
Oh,
on
yeah?
K Rock,
Mhm.
and then was it Stryker? He's like, "Let's play it again."
Shark is like, oh my god, damn!
Does Stryker start any conversation with anything other than "Hey guys, it's Stryker"?
He's got a
Because I would
podcast.
love to just say that name all the time.
He's got a podcast now, and he just had on M Shadows. Just
He
Oh,
left
really?
K-Rock
Yeah.
too, huh?
Oh, they all,
I think so. I
they're all
think they're all
gone.
gone. Everyone's
There's like a
gone,
new
yeah.
morning show. I was like up in the morning in
I
my
think
car.
Kevin is on. Is it Kevin or Bean?
Bean?
Is on 95.5.
KOS.
Bean has a podcast with Ali McKay behind on
That's
Patreon.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And
Amber's listened to that one before.
Really?
She likes it.
There's a free one, and then you can pay more for like 2 more
Nice.
a week.
I remember
But-
when Ralph Garman left, or
He got
not
the
left,
Ralph
he got
report.
fired,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he joined Patreon. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
I think Kevin has a Patreon podcast with the Mexican guy, Rudy. He plays Rudy Cisneros. I can say that I'm a Mexican myself.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
That we know of.
Psycho Mike.
Oh,
He has a podcast with him.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's right. I did hear that. Yeah.
Oh, did you? The
yeah.
Mexican
when
one?
the quarantine started, they launched that. They're still doing that.
They took a break, and then I
Okay.
saw them like post, oh, we're back. And
Got it,
I don't know
got
how
it,
it's
got it.
going. Everyone has a podcast.
Oh,
now.
Wishing Well is
Wishing
good
Well's
too.
a great bop. That was the third single off that
What's
album.
the first song?
First song is "Ghost on the Dance Floor,"
Yeah,
which is an
I like
amazing song.
Ghost on the Dance Floor.
Oh,
That's
that's great.
I think one too many. Okay, Travis, we
You
get it.
watch
You
it.
play drums.
No,
does he do?
that's some
What
of
does he do?
Travis's best work. Is that album?
no,
Phil's-
he's
really
great,
good
but
on
there's
that
a lot
album.
of songs that start with the drums on that album.
Just starting out with drums, you don't?
Yeah.
You don't like the starting
No,
of the
I
drums?
don't,
What
I
do you
don't mind
want?
it. But I like.
Have you listened to
Like-
pop punk? That's how they
No,
all started.
I know.
Calling
Like,
you out.
That
I have a
wasn't
shit.
call out,
I have
I
a
was
thing.
just-
Colin,
I have
you
a
listened
thing.
to
I'm
music
just
before.
joking. I'm just joking.
The Beatles.
Yeah.
Every Beatles song starts the same. No, I
Yeah.
don't know. I have a thing where songs start the same. Like all of Hypnotize is just every
Gotcha.
song starts with the
Gotcha,
guitar,
gotcha.
and it's
Okay.
like, oh come on, like let's mix it
Yeah.
up a little bit. You know, start with drums on one. You know, start
Right,
all
right, right.
together. You know,
There have been bands where I'm like, all the songs sound the fucking same, but I can't think of them right now.
I used to say like that's because I would hate sometimes when I was younger when bands would experiment and change their sound because I'm like, you're not the same band, but then like a lot of times like I'll look back, I'm not gonna name any names. Rise Against, Rise Against. A lot of their albums kind of sound the same. And
A lot of their-
I
They didn't
love Rise
evolve?
Against. I love Rise Against so much, but to me, like a lot of their stuff kind of once they hit it big, they just kind of made the same.
A lot
sound,
of their
which
singles-
works. They're a very successful band and they're good and they're all. I think all the albums have been well received.
still
but it
going?
just
I think
for me,
so,
I'm just
yeah.
like,
They're, like huge. A lot of their singles always sounded the same, right? It's just like
Yeah.
stop. Yeah. They all just
Yeah,
kind of.
it's like a
Let's
formula.
follow
they
the
have.
formula.
Yeah.
It's a
thing.
very
Yeah.
simple formula.
With that being
Yeah.
said, The Sufferer and the Witness, I believe is the name of the album, is a fucking great.
Their second one.
That's
Yeah,
Rise
that's
Against.
such a
That's
good
their,
one.
That's their
With,
main one.
Give It
That's
All?
the big. No, that was their big hit. That was the
Okay.
one that got them famous. But
Yeah.
the second one is one with like Ready to Fall.
Ready to Fall.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
so fucking. That's
Do you
a good
remember the
album.
music video of that?
Yeah, when all the trees are falling down and shit.
He,
like
he
the.
says he has a message at the very end of it.
Oh right.
Remember what he
can I
says?
remember,
I always say it after I hear the song.
Something with action and reaction, something like that.
Every action has a reaction.
There it is.
We've got one planet, one chance.
Brian's watching MTV2 in 2006 right there. That's good.
Is that
Yeah.
top 10 rock countdown?
That's a
Yeah.
bop.
Oh, yeah,
Check it out.
MTV2.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
MTV2.
Cute.
Uh,
Check it out.
Fuck yeah, man. 2006 was such a good year for music.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That was like the peak
This
of
is like
emo.
3 Days Grace too, like
Yeah.
Animal I've Become
Yeah.
or whatever.
Speaking of Animal, I pulled up the lyrics to Nickelback's Animals,
Oh,
guys.
I can
and
play it.
I'm telling you guys, this song is about fucking.
It's about
So-
fucking animals.
No, it's about fucking like animals. Like your
It's a
impulses
metaphor.
that you can't control. No, it's pretty straight
Oh,
on.
okay.
It's not. There's not a lot of a subtext here.
Canadians aren't.
they don't fuck.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Your mom. This says your mom don't know what you were missing.
Oh,
She'd
he's
be
fucking the mom.
pissed if she could see the parts of you that I've been kissing. Screaming, "Oh, we're never gonna quit. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just acting like we're animals, guys." We scroll down a little bit here. You're beside me on the seat, got your hand between my knees, and you control how fast we go by just how hard you want to squeeze. It's hard to steer when you're breathing in my ear, but I got both hands on the wheel while you've got both hands on my gears.
Oh, he's talking about his balls.
He is, yeah. So that's that. Yeah.
How did, but I don't know how it goes, but I'm
Yeah.
sure it's like so light.
No,
You-
it's actually
Is
kind of
it
like
heavy?
it's more of a quicker tempo. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, this is Nickelback?
Oh yeah. There we
I think I
go.
like Nickelback now.
Just the same fucking chords.
The same. Wait.
I'm telling you guys, driving out to the desert,
I kinda-
blasting this
Hold on,
album.
It's pretty great.
I'm kind of liking it.
Chris is on board with Nickelback.
There we
Might be putting Nickelback on Spotify tomorrow. Oh, speaking of
Hell
like
So we're
terrible
okay.
music.
Wait for the chorus. Keep
Wait,
going.
wait,
You keep
wait.
going. Hold on.
I don't want to get flagged.
Hold on.
I mean, we're gonna get
talk
flagged.
over. Talk over. Keep
So
going.
send us money on Streamlabs
We
if
played-
that's okay. I don't know.
No, we're never gonna quit. Oh,
You wanted us to listen, but you sang over it.
like we're animal. I don't want to get flagged.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, December 17th, Wanger's
Okay.
Karaoke. I'm
Yeah,
not going to
Wanger's
be singing.
You're gonna do
that.
Animals?
Not
Is that
singing
one of your
Animals.
jams?
We should have
We
a Nickelback
should-
round.
We should do.
Oh, that'd be great.
Have you heard Kid Rock's new song?
Let's play.
Yeah, we'll hear it now.
It's like a anti-woke.
Oh, Jesus. Oh,
Don't
that
tell me how to
man.
live?
I think
Or is
that's
that
what.
old?
I think so. I can't remember the
Oh
name.
no,
of
that
it.
is the latest single.
He has
Oh
like
my
he has like a
God.
music video, and like he flies away in a rocket ship that's a middle finger, but it clearly looks like a penis.
Yeah.
It's really dumb because it's just like old boomer. It's like a quintessential like boomer thing.
Well, he's going towards the right wing audience now. Like
Well,
he knows his
Well,
crowd.
Not go. He's there.
He's-
Yes,
yeah.
he's there.
he
Yeah,
performed
got
at
it.
like Trump shit.
Yeah,
before,
he's
right?
there.
Yeah.
The album cover is the Statue of Liberty with a mask on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
If that's
I mi-
not a metaphor. I don't know what is.
I miss when he was like the punchline in the pilot of Silicon Valley.
I was gonna say his
that was
best,
great.
His best work was in the
Yeah.
first episode of Silicon Valley.
I mean, it
talk
kinda-
about a guy who hasn't evolved
No.
since
No,
Ball
no,
with the
yeah.
Ball.
Yeah.
Like hasn't changed any riff
Yeah.
or any kind of beat or anything. He's like, well,
Pretty
works,
great.
works. And if it worked in 1999, let me work in 2021.
Exactly.
I do hate that he is so good in Joe Dirt, though. God, yeah.
Some French crash.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oscar worthy.
Oh wow.
Oscar fucking worthy.
Def Leppard sucks.
And she's just playing. Well, she's sick of you.
Yeah. You guys are really Joe Dirt.
Tell
Oh my
fans.
Joe that I found his parents. So good.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen that movie a bunch.
Oh
man.
yeah, I love the
Yeah.
first Joe Dirt. Kid
Yeah.
Rock is fucking fantastic. Yeah.
I just know the line. You want some mannequins? It's a French crash.
French crash. Let me call the ambulance. He's so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
Speaking of-
before he was ruined by the
should
woke
just-
mob. You know,
We should just start a music podcast. Might as well. That
I
was
could
fun.
just
That was
talk.
delightful.
Dude, there's one podcast that I want to get into that I heard about that literally every episode goes into a different Blink-182 song. And every episode is like an hour, 2 hours
Whoa.
long.
That's
And
like
I'm like, this
for
is perfect.
every
for
That's a
me.
real
Wow.
podcast?
Yes.
That's
Yes.
What is it
How
called?
have
Let's
you not
Talk
been?
Blink?
Forget.
What's the name of this
Have you not been
podcast?
on the show?
I think they're done. They've wrapped. They've caught up to the catalog, so they're doing
Oh.
other bands.
Let's
now.
go
But
back.
I
Yeah,
heard
let's
about it
do it
because I
again.
found one through like Spotify and like I forget where I saw it. They're like, "Hey, check this out." And I was like, "Oh, this sounds great."
Wow.
Yeah.
Let's do one for System. That could get really
I remember
dark.
now. I found a history of it was like every episode goes into like a band's history, and I found one that was about Blink. And
Every action has a
her
reaction.
co-host on it. Every action has a reaction with one planet, one choice.
All of One Love Quest.
And he was from that podcast.
Oh,
It really got you, huh?
It really did.
Nick really needs to know the name of the podcast.
I
what?
forget.
Just-
Damn it! I got
So,
to.
yeah,
Blink
Google
182
Blink-182
podcast. There
yeah.
can't be that many Blink 182 podcasts.
I think it was
out
a
there.
pun with the 182 too. As well.
Oh.
Hold on.
But I thought you said so. There's one show, but like the season covers one band. So like the podcast wouldn't be named after Blink 182.
So each
no,
season
that was
is an
That
album?
was a different thing.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
I was
different.
choking as I was trying
Oh,
to.
you're
explain
explaining.
It.
Got
So
it.
it's
yeah.
a limited series.
Yeah.
I'm not going to find this right now. Nick, I'll find it later. I'll hit you up about it.
Well, okay.
Tell him
Yeah.
to find it.
It was,
Look it up.
What's he doing right now?
Yeah.
He's not talking.
You're just watching the show. Look it up. Hit the like button and then look it up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
talking about people who have evolved, Corey Taylor has evolved
Oh yeah.
since the original Slipknot album. Was it self-titled?
And
I
Stone Sour.
certainly don't
Yeah,
know.
it
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And
yeah,
he wasn't the original singer either.
But yeah, people like, I don't know if it was in like in a YouTube comment section, like Snuff. I think it's the slow song.
Oh
Snuff.
yeah.
I love
yeah.
that song. That's
It's
a great
fantastic.
song.
People think that he was just on I just saw an interview with him at like a con somewhere like a couple weeks ago.
MetalCon.
MetalCon.
MTV2.
It was like a horror. It was like a horror because he loves horror films, so he always goes to shit like that. And he was talking about that song because people think that's a Stone Sour song.
Oh yeah.
His other band, which I'm
like
pretty
Stone
sure.
Sour too.
I like Stone Sour. I like a couple other songs. I'm pretty sure what.
I have a traumatizing Christmas memory involving Stone Sour.
Oh, interesting. Please tell.
Christmas Eve, probably 2005, 6. Remember that album came out? Their big one.
Sure.
My stepdad and my brother were all just hanging out partying. And they had that CD, but they were only looping Through Glass.
Through Glass.
Song.
That's like the
And I'm trying to sleep. I'm like, Santa's coming tomorrow, guys. I gotta fucking pass out. And it just, I'm looking at you. I can't listen to that fucking song anymore.
He talked about that song,
but it picks up pretty good. At
It
the
is
end.
a great song, great outro.
He talked about that song recently, saying
feels like forever.
I think he got food. He wrote that song while he had.
We've got one planet, one choice.
He wrote that song having like food poison, and then he was watching MTV in a hotel room, and like it was just like terrible music, so he just got angry and he wrote it. And then like 3 months later, because I think that was on like a Slipknot tour, he went back home and he wrote that. But
for Through the Glass.
For Through the Glass.
But that's not their original album.
No,
Their
they had one
self-titled,
before that one,
which had Bother, which was a Spider-Man. I think
Spider-Man.
I think it was the soundtrack for a Spider-Man movie.
Okay. Really?
I want to say, unless Through the Glass was.
No, I think you might be right. I think there was an original one.
You don't need to bother. That one.
I don't need to be. I remember that now.
Yeah,
that was
Stone
on,
Sour is more. It's more just like traditional rock. Than like metal.
It's slower than. I mean, they only have 4 guys. They don't have a huge fucking percussionist and DJ and all that shit.
Well, with Snuff, he talked about that because people thought that was originally a Stone Sour song.
Yeah, because it's slower.
It's slower, but no, he wrote that for Slipknot, and then he gets emotional talking about it because they don't play it live, but he plays it. He's played it like on his singles.
Acoustic, like it's almost the whole thing is almost. Acoustic,
yeah. There's
right?
everybody comes in at the end. No, I'm okay, thank you. Everybody comes in at the end, but he's played it acoustic at some of his like solo shows.
That's one of the great songs, and I remember like playing it over and over on like YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, this guy used to sing, I used to slit your throat and fuck the world, and now he's singing this.
Fun fact.
I really just wanted to hear specifically those lyrics.
Well, fun fact.
Like, fuck the people, or
fuck it all, fuck this world, fuck everything that you stand for.
Yeah.
Every action has a reaction.
Or no, Iowa's people equal shit.
People equal shit.
No,
I have a shirt called that.
You can't be 50 years old and like making it and like a millionaire and still being like people equal shit.
He purposely on the third album, because he would criticize for his lyrics for cursing too much. On the third album, he didn't have any swearing.
The subliminal verses?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think he says like damn or bitch like once in like 1 or 2 songs.
Vermilion Part 2, another good jam.
I fucking love Vermilion Part 2. It's so great. The Nameless.
Oh, wow.
Opium of the People, Pulse of the Maggots, just a fucking song for the fans. It's great. They call their fans maggots because in the crowd, when they're moving about, they look like maggots, like on a carcass.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know. I thought they just like grew up living around maggots in Iowa. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
they're white trash. I'm sorry.
It's a combination of that.
No
too.
disrespect to any of our.
No disrespect to Corey Taylor and his Iowa. The stories he's told are not good.
No. But yeah, Snuff is it. I think it's a story about like one of his past loves, about how it didn't work out. But now
is he married with children now?
He's got a couple of kids.
That's their new album. That's on the new album. The cover of that.
Yeah, Christmas album. Yeah. He's remarried. He's got a couple of kids. And his
change, like Cody knows. Only a father understands the love of a child.
Well, now
can show that love to some other person.
His kid's playing in a band with Clown's son, who plays drums, and they just opened up for Knotfest. So
nice.
Yeah, so
Clown is what?
Found the podcast, guys.
Whoa.
The Blink 182 podcast. It's called Blink 155 because at the time that they started it, I think they had 100. There's 155 Blink songs, I think, is what it was. So that's what they call it. I think now it might just be called 155 because now they're doing other bands. But yeah, that's what it was, Nick. There you go.
Have you listened to any?
No, I just heard the one interview on a different podcast from the host of this show. Like, that sounds like a great idea. Haven't listened to it. It's been months.
There's so many podcasts that I've listened to where I'm like, oh, what are you plugging? Oh, I have this podcast. And I'm like, all right, I'm not going to check it out. But you were good on this show.
Was
that
the
I
one
loved.
time that I was like, that sounds awesome.
I have like purchased like books and stuff from stuff I've listened on a show. Speaking of, Cody, have you read the book that I
haven't looked at it?
You haven't looked at it. Can I have it?
Yeah, it might be collecting dust at this point.
God damn it, Cody.
No, I'm sorry.
Are you going to read it? Are you going to read it?
Nilo in the chat, Senior Film, says the first lyrics to Disaster Piece, which is the second song off of Iowa, says, I want to slit your throat and fuck the wound.
Oh,
that's what I said.
Okay.
You did say
in
that?
my
Okay,
rant,
okay,
yeah.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
But like people are saying, he goes from that to Snuff, where it's like, so if you love me, let me go.
Yeah.
Run away before I go. Cody, let's harmonize.
I don't know that song.
What's a ballad from Blink?
I mean, please, man, there's so many. What do you want, a deep cut? Do you want a popular song? What can you sing? Is what I want to know.
Let me hear you sing a pop.
Well, now I just want to. I was going to do After Midnight. You don't know that one, so let's go with let's go down. Tidal waves they rip. You're not even singing.
That's
now.
one of
Now
those.
it's
One of
just
those.
embarrassing.
Well, like
Okay.
Mark's part in that is just down,
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
down,
that's what I was waiting for. Yeah,
down.
I like the end.
It gets me so.
Dong.
Yeah.
The bass. I like the ends of music videos where it goes dong.
Yeah.
And we only have one reaction. one
One
planet.
I remember that one. Is Hector in that one?
Yeah.
Our boy Hector? I feel like he's. I looked up
I
his
don't know if he is,
filmography.
but-
Oh, in the Blink video?
Yeah, I feel like he would
I think
be.
Terry Crews.
Terry
is in
Crews
it.
is
Oh,
in it.
he
He plays
is.
the cop.
Crews is in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right off because he was on set for
Training Day?
No, he wasn't. No, he was in Training Day. But
It was 2003 or 4 when they made the video.
what's
What
that?
was-
he's
what was he
he's a
in?
cop in a movie with fucking someone.
White
He gets
chicks.
shot like fucking crazy.
Oh,
in it.
wow. Okay.
I don't know.
Like
this.
horribly
I don't know.
violent.
I don't
Is
know.
Keanu Reeves? Who plays the fucking cop? I don't remember.
Keanu Reeves was in Street Kings, I believe.
That's the one!
Hold on now. That
Whoa.
came out in 2006 or 7.
Is that the one? Is that the one
Older.
with
They
Rob
help-
Dyrdek?
Is he in that one?
He's in some movie.
Rob
Oh,
Dyrdek
no.
has a podcast now.
Does he really?
He's in a
Yeah, I
movie-
applied for a job there a few months ago.
Whoa.
Didn't
No.
get a call back.
Damn it.
Yeah.
So I love ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Someone posted like the lineup of like
Oh, it's
MTV.
amazing.
And
It's
it's like
amazing.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Tosh.0. Ridiculous. It's like
Real World Road Rules Challenge.
CT is still
Yeah,
playing
yeah.
on the challenge.
You'd never see that on MTV 2. Yeah, you'd never see that. shit.
Speaking of never seen something, I watched a movie this
From the
past
80s.
weekend. Okay.
Which
I'm
one are you
going to
talking-
get to that in a second.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
this movie actually did come out in the 80s. I watched a movie that I've been wanting to watch for a long time, and it was a long holiday weekend, so I was like,
Holiday.
fine, I'm going to finally fucking watch it because I need to, and I've been told
real
that
burden
I would
for you
love this
to
movie.
watch it.
So someone
Wait
has
a minute.
been.
He looked at me when he said that.
I
What have you
think
been-
I want to say you told me that I would love
It was
this
either
movie.
me or Perry.
Is it?
see.
No,
Okay.
because I would not take that recommendation.
It's a running inside joke. Sorry about that.
It was
Yeah.
either you or Frank. I know Frank is probably a huge fan of this movie.
So is it a Tim Burton joint?
Yes.
Oh,
No, then probably not.
Oh, then
Probably
never
not
mind.
me.
boy.
Yeah.
Sweeney
Was it
Todd.
Ed Wood or something?
Ed Wood.
Ah,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
I've never
Ed Wood.
seen
I've
Ed
never
Wood
seen Ed
before.
Wood
Is it
either.
good?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Is it great?
You guys need to watch.
It's
this
about
movie.
filmmaking.
It's fucking fantastic.
Yeah, Johnny
It's,
Depp's great.
Johnny Depp is amazing. At the time, he was cool.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wasn't. I don't
I
fucking know.
believe
I
all
can't-
men.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Again, like, is it Jeffrey Jones? He's in the movie. I know he had problems too.
I don't know.
It's
It's all of Hollywood.
Yeah, it's all Hollywood. Yeah.
Hollywood, right, Cody?
Am I right? Yeah.
God, I can't
It's great.
like even begin to like for just it's very inspirational because Ed Wood he like famously made Plan 9 from outer space. Like
Planet 9.
I think it's Plan 9.
It's Plan
I think
9?
I think it's called Plan.
There's 9 planets, but only one planet.
Yeah, yeah.
One chance.
And it's known as like the worst film of all time.
Like The Room bad.
Yes. Yeah. It's like that's the thing. It's labeled as the worst film of all time, but it has like I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen clips. But like the fun of it is like it's so bad it's entertaining. It's not like so bad that you have to like turn it off. Like there's some charm to it. But the movie itself is just like so whimsical. It's obviously, like fantastical. It's
Is it?
I don't
it's
think
not a straight drama?
it's more of a comedy than it is a drama because he's such a character.
Yeah.
And he's so passionate about filmmaking that you root for him.
Yeah.
It was so funny because I was thinking of Dolomite.
I was gonna
thinking
say.
about it. It's the same
Same.
writers
as
as Ed Wood and
Really?
Dolomite is made. It's the same
What an
writers.
Wow.
extensive career they've
Yeah.
had. Wow.
They know how to fucking do
Do
movies
failed
about
productions.
terrible
Yeah.
filmmakers. Yeah.
but about passionate people
Passionate,
who know their craft or don't know their craft but know what they want.
want
know
to
they
know
want.
their
Yes,
craft.
yes. And so it's like it's got a great cast. Everything about it is just like amazing.
Is
I
it
was like,
streaming anywhere?
I think I rented it on Amazon. Yeah, I was
Okay.
just like
Yeah.
from like the opening scene. I was just in love with it the whole time.
I gotta watch that. That's been on my list. Martin
Martin
Landau,
Landau,
he's nominated for an Oscar.
He
for
won
that.
the Oscar.
Oh,
for
he
that
won
movie.
for
I'm
that
pretty
one.
sure he won the Oscar for that movie.
Is that the one? There's like a
Plays Bela Lugosi.
Yeah.
And like every time they mention Boris Karloff, he's like, "Fuck that guy." He gets pissed off.
Yeah.
Because like Bela Lugosi had like a a pretty bad drug problem towards the end of his life, and they kind of sneak that into the film. And, but it's not in a way where
Boris Karloff played Frankenstein.
Yes, yeah.
Frankenstein's
and
monster.
Bela Lugosi played
Dracula.
And like his opening scene is in a coffin. Like it's so.
Isn't there a famous like sound clip that has always pulled from Ed Wood?
I mean,
Martin Landau's like yelling at somebody. He's like, "Fuck you!" Yeah,
It's a
"Fuck
scene
you."
because someone's like, "Can I get your autograph? I loved you as Boris Karloff's sidekick," and he's like, "Fuck that guy, fuck you," and he gets all pissed off. And like, it's like. Again, like it's terrible. Like towards the end of even Ed Wood's life, like
went downhill.
Yeah, it kind of went down. I think he ended up doing like a bunch of like sleazy porn movies after his
career didn't take. Well, he just wasn't good.
No, but
he wasn't a good filmmaker.
That's where like the movie is kind of fantastical because it doesn't like. The point is his passion. It doesn't matter that he's making like trash.
Yeah.
It's the fact that like he's so like even at one point like he's watching Plan 9 and he's like, this is what they'll remember me for. Like, you know, and he's like happy.
He loves it.
Yeah, he loves it. And so it's kind of like it very reminiscent of Dolomite too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is he saying that about the movie or the people?
Oh, just the movie. No, he's not even really focusing about the people. He's just about like he just wants to make movies and like there's great lines where he's like, okay, cut. All right, let's move on to the next scene. And they're like, don't you want to get another one for protection? He's like, what's there protected? It looked great. And he just like, and then he just moves on.
Well, that's the difference where Ed Wood is thinking he literally made a masterpiece, and Dolomite is thinking, oh, I made a funny movie where people are enjoying it, and he was like, oh, people are here for me.
Yeah,
and he was just like loving that he's entertaining people.
I don't know how like the real Ed Wood was.
I don't know.
But in the context of this movie, it's more about the craft than it is about like entertaining people. And it's more so, the movie's more so about his relationship with Bela Lugosi. Like it's actually very sweet because he grew up being a fan of Dracula and all these things, and he just runs into Bela Lugosi at the time in his career when he wasn't making movies and he was kind of past his prime. And there's a reoccurring joke where he's like, I got Bela Lugosi in my movie, and everyone's just like, I thought he was dead. And so like it's a beautiful friendship between the two, and it's just inspiring. It's incredibly inspiring.
Movies like that where it's like someone making something and dreaming and pushing forward and getting it done. Yeah.
And like he cross dresses and like he implements that into one of his first films.
Oh, that was like stories about him as a person.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally says he's like he went to World War II. He was like, I wasn't afraid of dying, but I was afraid of he says like I was afraid of dying only for them to catch me wearing like women's underwear or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
So like it's just really good. Johnny Depp's really great.
Was he nominated for anything?
I don't know.
Seems, we lost a shot, boys. We lost the shot. We still have audio. Everyone remain calm.
I think
it's going to be okay. The audio is still going. Oh,
the
God.
camera is down.
It's down.
Let's
bring it back. Bring it back.
Everyone
it back
donate.
To the blink.
Oh, no. Battery exhaust. That's on the screen. That's funny.
So like it wasn't plugged in, I'm assuming, or like the power cable maybe was just disconnected.
Oh, the power's not plugged in at all.
Oh man, we went rogue.
He's been worried about the lights the whole time. The camera's not even plugged in.
We went raw dog without the power cable, man. That's crazy.
Oh man, everyone donate $20 so you can get a proper power strip.
Get an extension cord or something like that.
Send us a Streamlab. Oh,
now we're back. Let's do the handheld episode again. Oh man, that was. Now we're back. Everyone remain calm.
We're good.
Wait,
how we're back? It's not plugged in yet.
Okay.
Do you think he needs help?
He has a new battery. He put a battery in, and it's more of a we have 39% on this battery, is what he said. All he needs is just to last until he plugs it into the wall.
And there we go. And I think we're in.
Yeah, we're good. We're all good. That was exciting.
Are we in?
Oh, I feel so alive.
Is Alex still here? Because I want to hear his thoughts about a movie we both saw this weekend.
Oh yeah, I'm done.
You guys saw a movie together?
No, Ed Wood, go watch it. I'm serious.
Well, did you watch another movie?
I watched a bunch of movies.
Okay.
But
will you read a book if I hand you a book?
Maybe, yeah. Probably. Well, you handed me a screenwriting book, and I'm like, this is not on my Kindle. I need to read it on Kindle.
I handed you two books. I've given you Sid Field's screenwriting and the improvisation manual.
Oh, well, I'm not funny, so.
Could be.
You gave him a book on comedy? Is what you gave him?
No, like
It was an extra or something like that, right?
I already had one, and then Laura bought me one. So I was like, "Hey, Christian, be funny."
Yeah.
And he's like, "No, thank you." I was like, "Christian, be a screenwriter." He's
I'm,
like, "No, thank you."
I'm going back right now. I'm still going through our episodes from this year for the top 10 videos.
Oh, yes. Are we in focus, by the way? Let me know.
I don't freaking know.
Okay.
But I got to a point where Christian said something that was so fucking funny, but unintentional. Like, you didn't say it as a joke.
damn it.
What'd he do?
But like that's what I want to like unpack here, because the running joke is like, oh, it's not funny or whatever, but like, no, you say shit that is so goddamn funny. You just gotta
But
know
that's
that.
the problem. I didn't know it was funny.
No, but if you can recognize it and then enhance it, you can make it so much funny.
No, then I'm gonna be in my head and be like, hey, this is funny, right?
So he didn't even meant for it to be funny.
No, me and you busted up laughing
Oh,
afterwards.
really?
Because
What was it?
This isn't gonna do it justice, but like, we're talking about him watching movies, and he was like so insecure, and he's like, it's not like I have like all the time in the world. And me and Brian just fucking died. Like, the delivery on it was
Well,
perfect.
because the setup was like, I watched the whole Star Wars trilogy
Yeah.
again. I was like, all day.
And then Brian was like making fun of it for it. He's like, yeah, I mean, I'm busy. It's not like I have all the time in the world. It was just so perfect. So perfect.
yeah, see, do that.
Yes.
Don't like try to be funny, like fart jokes.
Just be yourself
pussy.
and
I don't
embrace
think
your
dick,
insecurities,
dick,
and
dick,
it's so
dick.
much funny.
First of all, you're more pussy than I am.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never, I never try to be outright funny.
You do. That's why how you pull the blocks.
Is he the leading block puller, or are you the leading block
I don't
puller?
know.
I don't know.
Fuck,
We'll keep
hilarious.
track
So
of
I
that.
keep track
Yeah.
of that shit
Yeah.
at counter or something.
Yeah.
You saw a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't see any more movies?
Oh,
You
I
said
did, but you said you wanted to talk to Alex first.
And
This
he's
is
gone.
Alex
important.
can
gone.
wait.
He's-
Alex
he's
can
gone
wait. He's
now.
gone. He dipped out when the camera. He's
All
like,
right, fine,
I'm not
fine.
watching
I'll talk
nothing.
about the other ones.
Okay.
Yeah. So
All day?
all day. In
Like he has
the
all the time
warm
in the
up,
world.
I teased that I watched 2 movies from
Oh.
the 80s. I think the second.
So Ed Wood is from the 90s.
That's not. Is it? Is it?
I think.
I
Or
think
is it
it is.
2000s?
No, I think it's 90s.
Okay. So Ed Wood
Ed Wood
is not the one.
It's
So
not the one.
You saw a sequel.
94. Okay.
Okay.
That's Ed Wood.
94. Talk about movies. Great movie years. 94.
That was after Edward Scissorhands, I think, too.
probably. That
Maybe.
Was, that was
Yeah.
Was that 90, 91?
Maybe
74.
So the first movie that I watched in this pairing was in 84, and the sequel was in 1990. So 6 years apart from
Back to the Future.
No.
No.
No, that was
Back to the
It was
Future
after
was-
an 84?
Yeah.
the sequel.
It-
All right,
Okay.
give us a genre, something, anything. What do
We're
you
getting
got?
close to the holiday season, but it's me.
Not Home Alone.
Grinch.
No, Home Alone 2 would be too
Starts
much.
with a G.
Gremlins.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, you saw Gremlins too.
Yeah.
I've seen that one.
I've seen.
Haven't
Well,
seen
I watched both Gremlins and
Okay.
Gremlins 2, because I was like, I Christmas isn't my favorite holiday. You can
You
call
said
me
you
the
had
real
like
life.
5 Christmas sweaters.
Yeah, I know.
But he
because,
fucking hates it.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
it's like Godzilla, Star Wars, and
He dresses up festively, but begrudgingly.
Look at all the lights you set up. We didn't even ask for this.
He was like, I got just the thing. But I fucking hate this shit.
it's
missing
not
a
my
Christmas
favorite.
tree.
I think people are just a little too like much when it comes to Christmas.
All right, yeah,
saying that
that's
with all
pe-
these
that's
fucking
people
like,
Doing
yeah.
what? What are people too much about? Just
Oh, I think they
blasting music?
celebrate it too early. It's like you're not really that.
Oh, I
fucking,
put up my tree like a week or two ago.
Oh.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
title of this
Wait,
show. When do we put up the Christmas
Yeah,
tree?
I put it up already.
We're
It's
gonna,
already
we're
up.
gonna fucking get
Oh,
to that.
we got to
but-
get to that. Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
get to
A
that.
couple things we got to get
No,
to
but
regarding Christmas
were we
trees.
talking off camera or
Not
maybe
about
it was on the
Gremlins.
show when it was just like, yeah, my so and so took the tree down like right after Christmas. It's like it's all a fraud. It's all just for show.
I wasn't there for this.
I wasn't there for that.
Ah,
Either. Who are you
maybe-
talking to behind our
I
backs?
can't remember. I don't talk to anybody.
You
I
do a
don't have any
different
friends.
podcast?
No,
Okay.
I would never.
Maybe if you
All
open
right.
up, feel the Christmas cheer, and
Yeah.
when people are like, Merry Christmas, you're not like, fuck you, fuck.
No,
Fuck.
no. I say that when they say God bless you. I'm like,
yeah.
no, sir. There is an issue with the churches, and you need to recognize it.
So you don't sing the Christmas songs.
Everyone's just like, dude, you're a dick. I just said God bless you.
Fuck. Like,
Anyway.
because all the Christmas songs have like jolly old Saint Nick
I like
coming.
the Christmas
or-
songs.
No,
Yeah, I
but
don't
there's
mind
like what's the one where it's like very Christian like.
well, if it's very
Ooh.
Christian, like, no, thank you.
There's
I think, I don't know. I don't know. Grant's favorite song right now is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Singing
I like
along.
that. That's a
Loves
banger,
that shit,
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a Rudolph book that is way too long, so instead of reading the pages, I just sing him the song a couple
Hell
times.
yeah.
And I'm like, all right, we're done. All good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I watched Gremlins because I save. If we're gonna watch Christmas movie, like I love Jingle All the Way, Home Alone.
of course.
I'm not a Christmas Story fan. I've
that
seen
one's
it.
a weird one.
It's like it's
Yeah.
fine.
It's good, yeah.
But like like if I'm gonna watch Christmas movies, I'm like, oh, I want to watch some of the horror. Like I like horror Christmas movies. That's cool. I think that's a cool concept.
Are both Gremlins set around Christmas time?
Yes,
They both are.
The second one, no. The first one definitely is. I grew up with the first Gremlins. For some reason, I was scared of everything as a kid, but Gremlins, I wasn't. I think it might have been Gizmo, because Gizmo is the Mogwai that it's
adorable.
It's the cutest fucking thing on the planet.
It's a horror
Looks
movie?
like a Furby, but like a cuter Furby.
It's like a kid's horror movie,
Mm.
technically. The first one was. The second one, you've never seen the second one?
I haven't seen any of
You
them.
seen the second one?
Yes. I know the second one better than the first one.
The second one is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen. I've seen it a bunch of times,
Yeah.
but just rewatching this weekend, I'm like, fuck, this movie's awesome. We
Same
need more.
director, Joe Dante.
Joe Dante, and I have a story about it because the production behind all that is even
Yeah.
more fascinating. But
Ooh, I
the first
like that.
Gremlins movie is like almost perfect.
Whoa.
Great puppet work.
Masterpiece.
Just like Zach Galligan. And is it
Galifianakis?
Galligan or Gallagher? I think it's Galligan with Phoebe Cates, just like the cutest thing on the planet.
What are
like-
they, a couple or something?
Yeah, they're just like kids in this very small town. The same. So it's just the Universal backlot where the clock tower is from Back to the Future. I think there's like one shot of that in there, and then like the movie theater when Doc comes out, it's like whoa, when they successfully do it. That's in the background in a shot, so it's like kind of cool. It's like it's like the same town, but it's not.
Wait, but this came out before Back to the Future.
84, yeah. Yeah, so they
Wow.
filmed it before Back to the Future. And
Oh.
it's all covered in snow, too, so it's not too recognizable unless you, like, really, really, like, oh, that's fucking Back to the Future. That's the same set.
But it's the same set in all the movies.
Yeah, it's
You-
true.
You
but,
realize that when you took the Warner Brothers. Oh, that's Universal. Sorry.
yeah, I've done the Universal tour
Yeah.
a shit ton of times. But I love Gremlins. It's got such a fun attitude about it. And the puppet work is just amazing. And then especially like because behind the scenes it was a fucking nightmare.
How about the second one?
The first one was a
first one.
nightmare
Okay.
because the puppet work was just such like they were literally learning how to do all these little creatures because it's all real stuff. There's some like compositing and stop motion and stuff, but it's all really cool. But it's also like I think it's a PG movie back when PG movies could have
Can
been.
say fuck and all that.
Yeah.
I don't think they don't go that far,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah.
literally a kids movie where like. The main villain gremlin is shooting a gun at our main character to try to fucking kill him and stuff.
Do the Gremlins get bigger?
No, they
get
stay
angry.
small. They, yeah.
But they have hands to shoot guns?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And they can like talk only when it's convenient to the plot. Like they make little noises and stuff.
But so I just know like don't feed them after midnight.
Yeah,
or don't give them water.
There's 3 rules.
And after midnight, Great Blink-182 song.
There it
So-
is. There
That's
it is.
Stinchia.
It came
Love
from
it.
Gremlins. Yeah.
Stinchia. It's a
There's
thing.
don't put them in bright lights because it'll kill them. Don't feed them after midnight and don't get them wet.
Well, don't you want to kill them then? So is
Well,
that how they
it starts
defeat
off as a
them?
Mogwai. What's his
Cute little
just
guy.
cute guy.
Cute little.
cute little
Furby.
yeah, it's pretty much a Furby.
Yeah.
And then if you get it wet, it multiplies, and so that's what happens in the first movie. He accidentally spills water on Gizmo. It gets wet, creates 5 or 4 more,
Oh, no.
and for some reason, every time they get Gizmo wet, the other ones that evolve from him are just evil.
Yeah.
Because plot,
Yeah.
you just need that.
Oh,
Makes sense.
Gizmo's not evil.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Gizmo's
Gizmo's a little cutie pie,
adorable.
cute little cutie pie. And then they trick Zach Galligan's character because they cut his cable for his clock,
Right.
and he thinks it's before midnight, but it's not. So then they
Oh.
eat, and then they cocoon, and then they turn into the Gremlins. And then if they get wet, which they do in the
They
movie,
multiply
they
again.
just multiply. And then there's a you don't fucking see this in movies nowadays. It's a beautiful shot. It's like a wide shot, and it like pans as like a bunch of extras are running with like these puppets on them, and all the Gremlins are attacking. It's just beautiful.
Whoa.
It's so fucking cool. It's really
It
they
works.
love Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. They're watching a movie in the theater. They're all singing to the movie.
Whoa.
It's very comical. It's very silly, but it's also just like got that 80s charm.
It's dark comedy, or
I would say
or is it
dark
straight
comedy.
up comedy?
I would say dark comedy because people die like
Right.
violent deaths, not like bloody or anything, but like an old lady who was kind of a bitch throughout the movie. She gets shot out a window and all
Yeah.
these things. A young Jonathan Banks in the movie,
Wow.
Better Call Saul. And,
I just imagine like
Oh.
a 7-year-old with his face now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's old. He's always been
He
old.
was.
He's
Yeah.
always been old.
Yeah.
So it's just go watch Gremlins. It's a perfect Christmas movie, and I also kind of like it because Phoebe Cates' character hates Christmas, but only because she tells a horrible story about how her father died on Christmas.
Okay.
So it's justified.
Yeah, it's just no, exactly.
My family just listened to Stone Sour on Christmas,
Yeah,
but
yeah. And
Phoebe
you
has a
fucking
real
hate
case.
Christmas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understand that perspective.
So that movie came out in '84.
Right. Then you saw the sequel.
Then I watched the second one right after. I don't think Amber's ever seen it, and she was actually laughing and intrigued by it. I was like,
second
"Ooh,
one.
The second one.
Oh, wow.
I think she fell asleep for the first one. So she was asking me some stuff like, "Oh, hey, I thought this happened." And
Is it very connected or is it very separate?
it's really only connected between like a few characters, and they mention like, "Oh, a couple of years ago this thing happened." But the second one kind of does the typical sequel thing where it's like a replica of the first movie.
Same story plot.
To a certain
whatever,
point, the setup is it's just like they see Gizmo, he gets wet, the gremlins come, blah blah blah, but they all get stuck in this smart building.
Yeah. And they like take it over.
They take over the building.
Yeah.
But it's also the movie just turned into like the coolest like meta movie ever.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
weird
that's right.
shit.
Didn't like the projector die at one point?
Yes, like
And Hulk Hogan comes
Hulk
out.
Hogan is in it.
That's right.
So another
Wow.
Whoa.
Leonard Moulton gave the first
That's
movie
right.
a bad review.
Yeah.
He's in the second movie reviewing the first one.
And he dies.
And the gremlins come up and attack him, and he's like, "No, I'm kidding. It's a 10 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10." Like, there's so many really, really cool stuff, and it's just cool because you don't like see that kind of shit. You literally couldn't get away with anything like that, and that's because they were trying to make a sequel because the first one was a hit. They were trying to make a sequel for a long time, and they just nothing got off the ground, and then they were just like, "Joe Dante, please, we need you. Like, you're the reason why."
something.
Please do this for us. He's like, okay, but let me do whatever the fuck I want, because he didn't want to do it. He was like, it was fine the way it is. You don't need to do more. So they literally let him do whatever he wanted to do, and it created one of the most interesting sequels like out there.
2 is better?
In a different way.
In a
In
different-
a way.
different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just as like
Joe
experimental.
Dante. Because I only know him from Small Soldiers. Did he like...
Small Soldiers. He did the
Archer.
Yeah.
I think
Leader of the Gorgons.
before. It's a
Did
great
he-
movie.
Prepare for battle.
Before Gremlins, he did a werewolf movie called The Howling, which is pretty cool, and there's some like puppet and
seen
creature
that.
work in that movie.
Isn't... Oh, no. Rick Baker is makeup. He's not like puppetry work.
I think
right?
Rick Baker worked on the Gremlins.
Oh, did
I want
he?
to say he did, or maybe Rick Baker worked on the werewolf stuff.
Well, he did American Werewolf in London.
No, then never mind.
Because like that was like groundbreaking for like makeup, right?
Mhm.
That's what I thought. For Rick Baker.
Maybe Stan Winston worked on the Gremlins. I can't remember because the first Gremlins is like a Steven Spielberg presents flick. So
Amblin.
yeah, it's an Amblin movie. Yeah.
Oh,
That's like when I
Yeah.
think of Amblin, I think most people probably think of E.T. I think of Gremlins.
okay.
Because I grew
That's
up
what
with
you
that
grew
one.
up watching.
And I loved watching.
I
Because
think it's Super 8. That's what I think of.
the Super 8,
Yeah.
yes, where it's
Jaws.
just E.T.
Yeah.
It's like exactly beat for beat, not beat for
Is
beat,
it the
but-
same thing?
No, it's not. But there's
It's like it's an edgier, angrier
Yeah.
E.T.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
ET in so long. Do you think it holds up?
oh yeah,
It holds
Yeah,
up. It's
E.T.'s
still good.
great.
It's still
E.T.'s
good.
great,
All right.
yeah.
wonderful. It's like there's that video out there. If it's like a perfect example of how music elevates movies, where they cut out the final chime, like the final music of John Williams' score in E.T., where it's just silent.
Yeah.
And he's saying goodbye to E.T., and it just does
It's just
nothing.
nothing.
Someone shared the one from Spider-Man 3 in the Discord the other day. Someone shared the Spider-Man 3 clip of Toby dancing.
Oh, yeah.
With no music of what it would just sound like if he's just walking around, and it actually like works.
Works
better.
a little bit better.
I think it worked. They should have done it without music. It would have like showed you how ridiculous this is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's all in his head too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's what we call non-diegetic.
Well, okay.
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
Not really.
I don't know.
Is this a film term?
Yeah,
What- okay.
Cody studied
I
film.
mean, if you're adding music in there, then yes. Yes,
Well-
that is non-diegetic.
Well, it's in his head. Yeah, and you're adding a soundtrack that's not part of the movie.
Yes, it's not part of the world.
Non-diegetic.
Yes, you're right.
I was right.
Yes.
Take that, Leonard
It's
Moulton.
not really what they used to describe that. But yeah,
Leonard
that's
Moulton's
good,
a very nice guy.
I'm sure he's great.
He
He's
did
a nice
Schmodown one
guy.
time, and he was
Yeah.
very sweet.
He sounds
Nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
mad at
Gremlins 1 and 2. I think
Check
it's
it
like especially the first Gremlins during like the holiday season, because I'm gonna watch like Black Christmas and like Krampus.
'Cause you fucking hate Christmas. Fuck
No,
yeah.
I love Christmas
I
Vacation.
watch all the movies.
Yeah.
Christmas
Fucking
Vacation is
hate-
I think my favorite vacation movie.
You don't like Vegas?
Oh, Vegas. I
No,
like
hold
more.
on a second.
Yeah.
Hold on. I
like
love
Vegas more.
Vegas might be my favorite, but I think Christmas is the best.
That's
you just
fair.
said favorite. You take it back.
Yeah, what do you know?
No one's paying attention to what we're saying.
We rewatched Christmas Vacation on Thanksgiving, and yeah, it's 80s comedies are so like different and subdued and just like kind of almost what is it? Just I don't know. They're not
it's of that era.
They're not as loud. Like then Jim Carrey comes along with
it's not like
The Mask and Dumb and Dumber. It's just like in your face joke. Adam Sandler like loud, obnoxious.
It's also not like I think like the era of comedy that we live is like improv. It's just like now, but like for then it's just like I don't know, like Chevy Chase's reactions to things. It's just fucking
subtle.
funny.
And even like
Ghostbusters. Like Ghostbusters is subtle. Yeah.
Eddie Murphy movies like Trading Places or a Beverly Hills Cop. They're
Bill
like,
Murray, by the way, is in Ed Wood. And he's fucking amazing. Good. I won't say what his role is.
He's good when he just pops in for some stuff. Yeah,
so good. But continue.
No, I was just saying we watched Christmas Vacation, and it's different. It's not like laugh a minute riot kind of. It's just like there's some jokes in there, but it's nice. John Hughesy, it is. He wrote it. But then after that, we watched Just Friends.
Oh, I watched that this past week
I
too.
love Just Friends.
Yeah,
Another Christmas joint.
Chris Brander, ladies and gentlemen.
We talk about it every year, but it's worth talking about. It's a great movie.
But like that, it's so different. It's so quick paced and so like you have to have a joke like every few seconds, or else the audience is like, this isn't funny.
Yeah.
But it's still like it's different humors, but it's still funny.
Yeah, I think some cases it can work. Like I think Just Friends. Well, I don't think like Just Friends is like a critical darling by any means, which is a good Slipknot song. But
it's funny.
I think it's a very.
I'm
gonna
tag
movie.
One Perfect Shot and be like the shot when he goes down the slope on the hospital thing and he comes up and he just mouths all fucked up.
How would you kill him?
I love when
it's so fucking
when
great.
Chris Klein like puts his thing. He's like, "Is everything okay back here?" And then he does like the tongue thing. He's like,
Would you like take a moment to sing a song to celebrate the birth of our Lord?
No, he's down on the ground and the kids are like helping him when he's like dying. He's like, But
I love the brother in that movie too. He's like, "Mom!"
But my favorite line is a small line from the guy who stayed in the town, and he was a football player.
Yeah.
Oh
and now he's like bald and
Isn't
that Mad TV guy?
No,
it's not. Never mind.
But when Ryan Reynolds goes back and he sees him, and he's all bald and fat, and he's like, "Do you have like $5 that I can like, have?"
Class 95.
Keep living the dream.
He says, "Dude, you're at the VMAs with the such and such."
I saw you on the VMAs with P. Diddy.
I enjoy
movie.
Just Friends more, but Christmas Vacation is a cool, like fun movie, and then it definitely picks up when Cousin Eddie shows up.
Yes.
But again, Vegas Vacation came out in the late 90s. I want to say 97. I don't know.
I don't think any it's not John Hughes or
It's
Harold
totally
Ramis
different. But the comedy is just like 90s comedy. Just laugh a minute, just big and bold.
Papa Giorgio.
Yeah.
And Randy Quaid is just bigger than ever.
Yeah.
And then, it's different, but I enjoyed I grew up with Vegas Vacation.
I did too.
That was my Gremlins.
I'm pretty sure I watched Vegas Vacation before I saw any. I don't think I've ever seen European Vacation.
I saw clips of it. It was always on like some like HBO or
that one
whatever.
was always the outlier. I was like, wait, there's a fourth one?
I haven't seen the original. The original.
You haven't seen the original one?
No.
Oh my god!
I read the short story that it's based on. That John Hughes like wrote something for a magazine. I think that's what it's based on.
And he fucking holds. I don't know.
It gets a little dark at the end there.
He holds a gun at John Candy. He's like, this is our first. What did you say? She's like, this is the first time we've ever held a gun. And John Candy's like, oh okay. And then Chevy Chase is like, no, it's not.
I gotta watch the original.
Good.
Just Friends. Now it's like Christmas comedy movies.
Yeah, Bad Moms Christmas.
I haven't seen Is that good? Bad Moms Christmas?
I heard the first
I think
Bad
I've only
Moms
seen the first one. Yeah. First.
Harold and Kumar Christmas 3D.
That is a good movie.
I actually enjoyed it. Yeah,
I saw that.
We watched it last
3D.
year.
What's the
Maybe
one?
2 years ago.
What's the one with Joseph Gordon-Levitt?
That is The Night Before.
The Night Before,
which is great.
Yeah.
I love that
What's
movie.
the Night of?
Night
That's
of is the HBO,
series.
I think every time someone has this conversation, this also
I was
happens.
gonna say The Night of.
No,
too,
it's weird.
Okay.
Michael Shannon
It might
played
have come out the same year too.
Michael Shannon plays an angel.
Yeah, Michael Shannon's fantastic.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it's got a great line.
Bad Santa, Deadstock brings up.
Bad Santa's great.
I've never seen the second one.
I never did too.
It's another one that's like 20 years later.
I just remember the line for some reason. Just you're not gonna shit right for a week. It's the one that sticks out the most. I watched that scene a lot.
That was the first Bad Santa.
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Whereas I'm on my break.
Your name is Thurman Merman.
But I think last year, 2 years ago, I watched Elf for the first time.
That's right.
I was like,
I still need to.
It's funny.
It's delightful.
I still
We got to
need
do
to
a
watch
commentary.
it.
It's on HBO.
I still need to watch it. Should I
man.
watch it for? Because I've never seen it either.
I mean, if you watch it with us, you can be like, I get it. But if you watch it
I should
by
watch it
yourself,
first.
you might enjoy it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Has Amber seen it?
I'm pretty sure she has.
Does she like it?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it's like a Christmas classic now.
Yeah.
Marissa had, okay, I don't know if I brought this up on the show. My Blu-ray shelf is gone. But
Oh my God.
You sold it?
temporarily until we find more space for it. So I have them all in like these crates and shit like
Where'd
that.
you put on the shelves?
Huh?
What'd you put on, like the
No,
shelves?
we got rid of the shelf.
What'd you put in its place?
Oh, there's like
trees.
a table for Grant and little trees and shit.
Fucking kids.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. We could talk
Goddamn.
about that another time.
Goddamn
But
kids.
the point of
Get a
I'm bringing this
job.
up is because my Blu-rays are now like in a storage thing in our closet.
Oh.
So she's like, "Yeah, can we watch Elf tonight?" I'm like, "Cool." And I go in there and it takes me 15 minutes to find the goddamn Blu-ray.
No,
in
that's
in
where
these
you're like,
storage boxes.
hold on.
I wish
Yeah.
I had a shelf.
Yeah. Let me go into the storage closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's on HBO
then-
Max.
And then I turn on the PlayStation. I forget what I was even going to watch, and I was like, "Oh, Elf is on HBO Max."
Yeah.
I just wasted 20 minutes finding this thing.
You spent 20 minutes trying to find a Blu-ray,
Yeah.
not knowing that there exists such thing as
Yeah.
digital media.
Those storage containers weren't alphabetized either, so I'm like just digging through them, just
So you
trying to find something.
You understand why physical media is dead.
Yeah.
And the aisles in Best Buy are like 3.
For a long, it depresses me, man. My local Target. I used to every time we go there, I'm like, give me a few minutes. Let me walk down the Blu-ray aisles,
Oh, Target's the worst.
and then it became like, let me walk down the aisle. Now it's like, let me walk past the tiny stand that's like no wider than this table.
That's all they got.
Yeah,
now.
it's
that
very
has just
small.
all the new releases and like Marvel movies from
Yeah,
2013.
it turned into let me
Oh,
look at the
it's so
Blu-rays.
sad.
So like, I'm gonna check out some of these books. I'm gonna.
just like-
There's the books got bigger and vinyls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they have a whole section of
Yeah.
vinyls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought number 1s of Christmas carols on vinyls. It's equivalent to the Beatles.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
similar.
Yes.
Yeah, Christmas movies. I like
Yeah.
Home Alone. I'll watch
Classic,
Home Alone.
yeah.
I think I would rather watch because I know like Christmas Story plays like all day.
On TBS.
I would rather watch Home Alone all day on a loop.
Christmas
that movie
Story, that's-
still fucking cracks me up.
Yeah, that's another weird 80s I want to say 80s, right? Christmas
Alone?
Story.
Oh, Christmas Story?
I want to say
Is that sooner? Yeah,
It
it's
wasn't
probably
70s, right?
No?
Yeah.
I thought it was older because it takes place in like the 50s.
I remember in
right?
high school,
Or
our
60s.
teacher showed us it was like the last day before Christmas
83.
break, and he's like, "We're gonna watch the greatest Christmas movie of all time. It's Christmas Story," and nobody like laughed.
Miracle
or
on
anything.
34th Street?
No, it wasn't that
It's a
one.
Wonderful Life.
No, it wasn't that. It was Christmas Story.
Yeah,
and
but like
no
that-
one reacted to it at all. It's like,
Again-
"The kids these days."
Like 80s, you're like, is that supposed to be funny?
Yeah.
Or is that a joke? Like it's so very subtle, you have to like get it. But yeah, comedy has evolved. I do hate the improv comedy of like the early 2000s or maybe in the later
Early,
2000s.
I'd say it's 2010s.
Maybe
Yeah, I would
later.
say
What are those
2010s.
called though? The aughts?
Judd Apatow movies?
No, like what's that like decade called?
The 2010s.
To 2010s.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Yeah.
a
10s.
hard thing graduating in 2010.
10.
Because everyone was like, oh, 9?
Class of '95.
We'd be like,
Yeah.
10?
2010s? I
Yeah.
don't know. 10s? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Judd Apatow got big. But like Superbad wasn't even improv. Or I don't
Not really.
I don't
like
think
that
it
seemed
was.
pretty like
Maybe like some of his later stuff.
What are you
Yeah.
referring to specifically, like improv that you don't like?
well like
Maybe it more so feels like improv.
what is it? Well, like exactly like the Ghostbusters 2016 is very much what's
Okay.
funny in this scene. Let's find something
So
funny.
like where they linger on something to like
Yeah.
triple down on a
or,
joke. is
or
what you're
Neighbors
talking
even
about.
had some parts that
I
like
like Neighbors though.
it's
Yeah.
funny, but there's some
Yeah.
parts that just keep going and going
Yeah.
and like let's extend this until it's not funny anymore.
I feel like This Is the End would have been like the ultimate improv.
I like that movie too.
I do like it a lot
Yeah.
too. And I guess it works for that
Yeah.
because they're playing themselves and
Yeah.
they would have those conversations and everything. But
But a lot of those, like if you don't have a strict structured script,
yeah.
like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, very written well, funny movie.
but improv moments. Like I feel like
Improv
when
moments.
like Jonah Hill's like I just went from 6 to midnight. I feel like that's like an improv
just
moment.
a small
you know?
moment in the
Yeah.
scene.
And
But
like Paul Rudd, you sound like you're from London.
Yeah.
Like, did they write that out in the script saying in London, a British accent, you sound like you're from London? Like, I feel like that came up on set. I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
But like stuff like a moment like that. But like
Yeah.
don't like just start filming a scene and just try
Yeah.
to find what's funny in the
Got it.
scene.
Okay.
And then, but then like then you're worried about that and not actually like what the character is,
Right,
or,
right.
like this, what the story is. If it fits the story,
it almost takes you out of the movie. Like, oh, they're not that character anymore. Like they just keep going on with this.
And this
Can't
is a
take it
shitty
serious.
example too, but Laura had me watching what is it with Kate Upton, Leslie Mann, and Cameron Diaz. The other woman.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's I mean it's bad, but like
scandal.
Laura likes it, and I'm like, okay, I'll laugh. But like again,
I'll laugh.
But like the humor in that,
believe all men.
You can just say like, you can just tell that they're like, Leslie Mann, you're funny. Be funny in this scene. Make Cameron Diaz laugh.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. It's like, I don't know, write a script that's funny with story development and all that stuff. I don't know.
I think the end result is all that matters. If it makes me laugh at the end, I don't give a shit how it was made.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's funny, it's funny.
It's just me.
Yeah.
That's how I do.
Yeah.
I do me.
You like a lot of movies.
Yeah.
A lot of our
Yeah,
sketches
I like that condescending comment there, Brian. You like a lot of movies. You don't really look at them critically, Cody. You don't really have good taste.
We just watch a
You
lot
know
of
Leonard
movies.
Moulton.
Yeah.
You don't watch too many movies.
I do
New
not.
movies. But
I
you
do,
did
sometimes, yeah.
see a new movie this weekend.
I did.
Oh.
I watched
You like that
Licorice
shit?
Pizza.
You like that
You
shit?
would.
Yeah.
You would. And you did the thing that everyone else is doing. You take a picture of the Westwood fucking theater.
No, his was different. Laura took it and he
Yeah, I reposted
reposted
it.
it.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry that I'm cultured.
No, I'm just, the film Twitter had like a day where like everyone was taking pictures of this goddamn banner
Yeah.
up on there.
Yeah, I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Did
Didn't
you
know
get an
it came out.
invite? I
No.
wanted. I would
No,
have gone
because
to see
I was
it.
excited.
It was like the poppin' scene in LA this weekend.
Yeah.
Everyone was
It
going there.
was popular. But I just Googled it because I wanted to see it, and it's
Yeah.
like, it comes out December 25th.
Oh, wow.
Like wide. So I was like, that's a month away. I want to
Yeah.
see it right now.
I don't
We
want
got
to eat
top 10
pizza
list to
on
make.
Christmas.
Come on.
Yeah, but
Maybe
it's
we'll
like
do that first week.
playing at the Regency Theater in Westwood. It's like, oh fuck, like
Westwood.
it's gonna be what I don't like about, like, I like Paul Thomas Anderson movies. I don't like the
Oh, hold on a second.
Oh,
What?
shit.
Can you talk about it? Is there?
Are you embargoed?
Is there embargo? Can
It's
you
out.
Okay.
but I don't like the pretentiousness. What's the word am I looking for?
Where nothing happens.
No. About the people that
Oh, okay.
go to this.
Did you run
Westwood-
into like Alex and RB3?
No, they were there.
I'm just kidding.
but like, well, especially it's right across the street from UCLA. It's in that campus, kind of like downtown area.
So you
get a
went-
bunch
you-
of film kids.
you get-
You want to hear what I overheard? I wrote down what.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck yeah! I'm
overheard.
excited.
Okay,
I don't
this
know.
will be great.
Okay, I'm anticipating what you're gonna say with these
Regarding,
particular.
okay, yeah.
But as opposed to, and I want to talk about Resident Evil after you. but when
Resident
I
Evil.
hear like, is this like terrible for like regular film goer like film like?
What are you talking about?
What are you saying?
I'm trying to say like as opposed to like a film student and what they would be talking about in a theater, as opposed to just like, you know, Johnny coming in and is like, oh, that shit's fucking badass, dude.
Okay.
You're saying
know
what would you rather have?
Yeah, what's worse?
What would
like,
you, okay, what would you
like
least?
like the many
okay.
times we would go to screenings and we hear like two guys behind us just like,
Right,
dude,
right,
you
right,
think
right,
fucking material's gonna be bad in this movie or
Yeah,
not?
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, that's just fucking weirdos that take Marvel Cinematic Universe shit very seriously. Like this fucking Spider-Man. Why are you waiting in
We'll get to
50?
Spider-
Oh, we're gonna
we'll
talk
get
about
to
that.
Spider-Man.
We're
We're
gonna
just
talk
waiting
about
an
this.
hour in
We
line.
will get to
I
Spider-Man.
had no idea that Spider-Man
Oh.
is so popular that
No.
people are waiting hours in line.
We'll get there. We'll
Jesus
get there.
Christ.
We'll get there.
It's doing very well, dude. Good,
You're not
good
going
for you.
anywhere. You're just online.
Yeah.
I know, but
Yeah,
All right,
okay,
go on.
yeah. Talk about Licorice Pizza
Okay.
and then
overheard in the Regency Theater before the Licorice Pizza started.
Okay.
Dude, Donnie Darko is a legit masterpiece.
Tell me they said Fight Club too.
I stopped listening after that. I was like, I got to write this down.
Just
I see
like the
these-
most cliched
Yeah.
film bro thing
Yeah.
to say.
That was it. That was it.
Well, there's one more. I didn't hear, but Laura heard it from the same guy. I wish I would have heard, like, I wanted to hear more people, but the same guy was like, oh yeah, I saw this play. It's called, it's named after a Harry Potter character called Hagrid and the Angry Itch. I think it's Hagrid and the Angry Itch.
Okay.
It's Hedwig
Oh,
and the Angry Itch. It's not based off any Harry Potter
It's
character.
nothing to do with Harry Potter.
I thought they were gonna be like, have you heard of this play called Hamilton?
No, but yeah, that's the kind of crowd.
That's great.
I mean, the majority of the crowd's fine,
I was
but
gonna-
it's a lot of college kiddie
Yeah.
pretentious.
Thinking they know about
Yeah.
film.
Film.
It's just like-
The same guy was like,
Yeah.
yeah, I read a critical piece that said Singing in the Rain is a total satire.
critical
of the,
piece?
Yeah, I'm like,
Critical piece is a great
That's
fucking
great.
way to
I'm just,
describe it.
all right, and
But at
this
least-
guy's talking his ass off. The other guy's just like,
Yeah.
uh-huh.
At least with that, you know, like as annoying as the before and maybe the after as they're fucking talking about the movie as they leave the theater, they're probably going to be very silent during the film.
Yes and no.
Oh,
Yes and no.
Was Eric in the theater?
No, he talks. But when there's like with Paul Thomas Anderson, there's deep cuts. Like if John C. Reilly shows up, everyone's like, yeah.
Oh, just like people that have been in his movies before?
Yeah, or like Tom Waits is
That
in.
happened when I saw Hateful Eight, because I was very fortunate to go to the premiere for that.
What?
But every time a new actor showed up, they were just like,
Everyone's
whoa!
clapping?
Like there was a big moment or something.
Yeah.
Hateful Eight was one of my favorite film going experiences.
Did you see the
I
70
had a
mil?
great time
The
watching.
70
yeah.
millimeter
The
roadshow?
with the not Monday. What's the middle part called?
Intermission.
Yeah.
They,
had
they-
that?
Yeah.
and they gave you the pamphlet.
I
I
didn't
went
get-
by myself. It
I
was a
didn't get the
fucking
pamphlet.
riot, dude.
Fuck.
it was
I wish
great.
I got
I still
the
have
pamphlet.
it.
You have it?
Yeah.
I saw the
I'll go
intermission.
get it.
All right. But this one was in 70 millimeter too. That was a cool thing about Westwood Regency Theater.
Was it intermission?
No, I kind of wish there was because it was a
Whoa.
long
Long
movie.
one?
Yeah, it's a
Long.
2.5 hour.
He likes them long.
Yeah. But yeah, I enjoy Paul Thomas. I'm not gonna say he's like a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah.
I enjoy his movies. Same with Coen Brothers. They're different movies, but like film, like people like cream their pants over these
Yeah.
movies.
That's the cool thing I love about Paul Thomas Anderson because he's just like a regular guy. If you watch his interviews, he's just
Yeah.
like a laid back, chill guy. He's
he-
not like over pretentious or anything. He's just like, yeah, I fucking make these
He's
movies.
so
Cool.
smart. He's so cool and laid back and chill. I remember watching because he made Boogie Nights when he was like 26.
Yeah.
But he was on Charlie Rose's show. Again, we can't like
damn.
him.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
They
good
got
reference
Charlie
there.
Rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was talking about screenwriting and how I think he said he sat in for a class for screenwriting because I don't think he went to college. But he's like, the teacher was like, if you're here to write the next Terminator 2, you're in the wrong class. I'm not going to teach that. And then Paul Thomas Anderson was like, well, why not? Like, why can't you teach that? Like, it was a great movie and it like changed action movies for better or worse. And just like, if you're not going to explain it, at least explain like what influenced it, what did it influence, and kind of work backwards. So he sees movies in a different, like, kind of like, he's not pretentious like you would think his movies kind of portray.
Yeah.
I believe it was John Krasinski was telling a story about how he was at a party with Paul Thomas Anderson, and Krasinski was talking about the big movie that came out, and he was saying like,
Leatherheads?
what was that? It wasn't
Leatherheads.
Leatherheads,
He
which we
directed.
established was directed by George
Damn
Clooney,
it.
not Krasinski.
Warm up. Wanger's
Yeah.
warm up.
But Krasinski was like, yeah, this movie's not good. It's bad. And like, I guess Paul Thomas Anderson like pulled him aside afterward. He's like, don't say that because like, kind of like mentoring him. Be like, hey man, don't say that because that means they won't let us make it that type of movie again.
Yeah.
Like, even if the movie fucking sucks, don't shit talk it.
Yeah.
Basically. I think it's a good way to live life.
Yeah.
Watch
Yeah.
movies, don't shit talk.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Again, with Licorice Pizza,
It's bad. No.
no, it's fucking sucks.
It's a real piece of
Yeah.
shit. Yeah.
It's not one of my favorites. I didn't enjoy the whole thing, but I can respect Paul Thomas Anderson and all the movies that he makes.
So like every time I see an M. Night film,
I get it. I get it.
You get it.
now,
Like
okay.
I respect certain
Yeah.
aspects of it. Yeah.
So like you didn't like Old, but you can respect
a
like,
lot of the filmmaking aspects.
Yeah.
And, you know, it was fun.
He gave it a heart.
yeah.
Yeah.
I enjoy.
Fuck. Shouldn't do that. No.
You mentioned there.
It's kind of bad. No. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, no, I can
But yeah.
see. I don't know. It's tough with Paul Thomas Anderson movies again because you're like, it's very much intended. Like a bunch of things he knows what he's doing. He knows the movie he's making. So when you're saying like, oh, it's just a movie that's kind of boring. It's not about anything. Well, like that's the point. And people
His
will
movies are kind of like hangout movies. So you're just kind of following the characters. And
this
and
one in particular,
feels like a hangout movie.
just like you're just following a 15-year-old boy going after a 25-year-old girl.
Hell
and it's
yeah.
just like vignettes of small scenes of like a summer together. And it almost feels people are comparing it to like Dazed and Confused, where it's like that. I think that took place in one day. This is like over a few
like
months.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
It feel-
kind of too.
Again, there's a lot of comparison to that because it's in the 70s. It's very
okay.
it's very similar, but there's some funny parts. And the first half I loved. It was great, very good setup. And then it just like, it's like when people tell a story that doesn't go anywhere. Do you ever like have those like aunts and uncles?
I tell that all the time.
Do you tell stories that, like don't have a punchline? You're like, hey,
It's happened 7 times on
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, it's like, hey, remember that time we went to the bar and then a guy took out his motorcycle and he jumped this? That was great, right?
yeah.
Class of 95.
Yeah, it's like why did you tell me that? Like
Yeah.
there's nothing, like there's no
What was the importance of that?
Yeah, and that's what I kind of felt with this movie. Like I wanted to enjoy it, I wanted to love it. but it just didn't hit me in the feels as his other movies have. But it was a fun experience to see it, and the pretentiousness of Cody's words.
Just saying.
Saying of Westwood.
Just saying. Everyone was doing it.
I didn't know people, and then I saw, because I asked Laura, I was like, "Do you want to go? It's all the way in Westwood.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go, I'll watch it by myself because I really want to see it."
Yeah.
But she's like, "No, I'll go," and I was like, "Hey, RB3's there. Like, look at that. Alex is there. Oh, look at that."
You
and
actually
like,
saw them there?
No,
or you just saw they saw it?
Yeah, on Instagram. I was showing her like
because they took the same photo of the
same theater. Yeah. But
such a stupid thing to maybe nitpicky about.
Yeah, why do you hate that? Why do you hate it? It's like a cool experience.
After the 8th time, I was like, guys, pick a different spot.
Yeah.
Well, because it's on the corner of a street, so you can't go in the middle of the street and take a photo.
Get creative.
But yeah,
Just kidding.
It's a cool experience, and yeah.
I do want to see it. Yeah.
You want to see it?
Yeah, no.
I thought you don't like his movies.
No, it's not that I don't like his movies.
You don't like There Will Be Blood.
I never said I don't like
You
it.
said it's
You
okay.
said it explicitly to us before every show.
I get it.
You said it's okay. It's about oil. Yeah.
I need to
Movie's
revisit it again.
It's
been a long
it's
time.
fantastic.
So
it's
yeah.
fantastic.
I love Paul Dano.
Paul Dano.
Dino.
Whatever.
Dinosaurs.
That movie's great. Have you seen The Master?
Yes.
Yeah, that movie's fucked up.
I went through a period when Grant was like, he must have been just a few months old, but like I was up at like 3 a.m, like on some mornings, and I would put on like Paul Thomas Anderson movies to like pass the time. Like I remember I watched The Master, and then I watched There Will Be Blood, and I might probably did Punch Drunk Love as well because that was a short one. But
if this one feels Punch Drunk Lovey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. It's in that.
I do need
realm.
to see it. I think that one's on HBO Max.
And it's a short 90. Yeah.
Yeah.
Paul Punch Drunk Love?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The other one's like Magnolia is like 3-hour epic, and that one's
I need
great.
to like set aside some time.
That's
because again, I don't have all the time in the world.
You don't.
That's
You
why
can
I
watch
have, like,
3
all the-
Star Wars movies,
All
but
the
you can't
time in
watch.
the world.
Revisit Boogie Nights if you haven't seen it, because that is fucking great.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
it's
that
so
one still
funny.
holds up. William H. Macy stuff just like kills me every time. Kills
Philip
me.
Seymour Hoffman's great, and it's his son in this movie.
Yes,
Who's great in it, and Alana Haim.
Oh, it's not Saoirse Ronan.
You thought that's who it was?
I don't know. I think I've
You
seen
can
the
say
trailer.
you thought it was.
I thought it was Saoirse Ronan.
No, it's
okay.
It's the
Alana
musician, yeah.
Haim.
Mhm.
She's a music. It's like her first like
From
star.
Paramore.
No, from
No.
Haim.
It's Haley.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's Haley
Yeah.
Williams.
Haley Paramore.
Haley Paramore is who that is.
Okay.
But yeah, she's great. I think if any Oscar buzz, it would be like cinematography, and it would be her performance because
Really?
she's great.
Okay.
Philip Seymour Hoffman's kid, Cooper. I don't want to say his kid, Cooper Hoffman.
Yeah.
He's good, but it's not like showy as
Like
showy.
nepotism, right?
Yeah, and we get it.
Yeah.
I
I think that's also sweet too.
Yeah, but
That-
we
like,
should
that's-
excuse this.
No, yeah,
Yes.
that's like
that he worked. I mean,
Yeah.
Philip Seymour Hoffman was in Paul Thomas Anderson's original Hard
of
8
his
movie.
stuff,
No,
yeah.
he's in his original first movie called Hard 8, which is great too. But yeah, to go through that and then pass away, and then now you have the kid. It's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say again, tighten it up, like you say.
Just
Tighten it. Doesn't have to be 2.5
That's from
hours.
Judd Apatow improv comedy
Yes.
knocked up right
Yeah, just-
there, by
just
the way.
tight.
Yeah.
A lot of it just like
Alan Tudyk.
I was literally thinking like, you're testing my patience, Paul. You're testing my patience.
You stand up, this guy's fucking testing my
Testing my
patience.
patience, Paul. But he's great, and he knows.
Yeah.
He's just making a movie. He doesn't care about box office.
That's the thing too that I think I respect more, because with someone like Paul Thomas Anderson, like they have full control of their movie. They can do whatever the fuck that they want.
And that's what I love about like people just give him money, and they don't care about how much money it makes, because his movies
like,
don't
did
make
Phantom Thread do anything?
I don't know.
It got
That's
Oscar
That's
buzz
the thing,
and
yeah.
stuff,
and it's
but-
a great.
It did
fucking
well
movie.
enough, I would assume.
Okay.
He keeps his
Yeah.
budgets low.
Yeah.
But that's a great fucking movie. Phantom Thread is great.
Okay.
But yeah, this one's cool. I can revisit it. The soundtrack's great too, because it's 70s.
It's 70s,
It's 70s.
so
It's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Licorice Pizza if you
Licorice
want.
Pizza. Why is it called Licorice Pizza? Is it a
Because
spoiler?
well, he's from L.A., so he grew up.
Oh, licorice. Okay.
He grew up going to a record store called Licorice Pizza
Oh, okay.
that
I like
eventually got bought out by Sam Goody.
Oh.
But apparently, in Fast Times in Ridgemont High, they really go to a place called Licorice Pizza. Like they go to.
He's doing his connected universe.
It's kind of like people comparing it to Fast Times and Dazed and Confused, kind of like those movies where it's just people hanging out.
just a high school, not a party, but high schoolers, a day in the life of a high schooler.
Of summer.
Richard Linklater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
Okay.
sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you really like care, like isn't Boyhood kind of just like, here's a slice of life?
Don't want to talk about
Movie.
Boyhood's good, and it ends beautifully, man.
Oh, wow.
I love I haven't watched it since I saw it the first time, but like I love where Boyhood went, and I really enjoyed it.
I like the ambition of Boyhood.
Yeah, more than the story. Did it win Best Picture?
No, Birdman did.
Birdman.
Yeah, Birdman's great.
Yeah. That was the year of like the gimmicks.
Oh, like
it was like Boyhood.
One take.
Yeah, one take, one movie.
Or the
was
12
that Gravity
years.
year too?
No, maybe
Birdman.
no.
Because that's Alfonso Cuarón.
It might
Was it
have been.
2013?
Gravity was.
Birdman
was 2014. That was by
okay.
Inarritu, I believe.
Yes, it was. It was like it was like Boyhood filmed over 12 years. There was another one besides Birdman because Birdman was like one take.
Yeah.
There's another movie where it was like a gimmick to it. I can't remember.
Around that time.
Around that time, yeah. Like I like that idea of filming over 12 years.
Yeah.
He's doing it again, by the way.
Oh, is it in the works?
He's got another one he's been working on.
no.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fatherhood. What would be after Boyhood?
I forget what it was about, but I think he's working on another one.
Divorcehood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graduation.
12-year divorce. We've all been there.
You guys, have you guys seen Dazed and Confused?
Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, I have it on
it?
Blu-ray, but I don't think I've
I enjoyed
seen
that
it in
one.
a
That's a good one.
long time.
It's a good joint.
His first film, Slacker.
We're talking about Linklater now?
Yeah. I couldn't get into it. It's
No?
another one that's just like following people.
I haven't
I'm
seen the
like,
Before
all right.
trilogy.
I haven't seen that
I haven't either.
I need to watch it because
Yeah.
Ethan Hawke and is it Patricia Arquette? No, it's
No.
not.
No.
I don't know.
No,
It's
she was
someone
that was
else. I forget her
Boyhood.
name. Yeah.
It was another
Another
woman.
white. Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah, Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah,
she's
that's
in
good.
that.
That's a good
Ronan.
guess.
I can't do her accent,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I do want to watch those ones. I like Richard. He's also too like another guy where he's just like a
I love
guy,
that
like
guy.
he's
He's
just
just
a
like-
fucking guy and he makes
Yeah.
fucking movies.
And then he'll make like School of Rock.
Yeah.
And Bad
Yeah,
News
I love-
Bears. Yeah. Or I was gonna say
did he do the remake?
he did.
forgot he did
Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
Shit.
Because I remember Mark Maron like called him out on his show about it. He's like, "Then why'd you do Bad News Bears?"
That was right after. No, he did. He had to have done one of the Before movies after School of Rock. I don't know.
I think Everybody Wants Some is like a solid baseball movie.
You watched that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I got like 20
love-
minutes in. I was like, I can't get into it. I can't.
I really
That's another
like
hangout.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, but maybe it's a baseball connection because it's just college baseball guys like hey, at a different time during
90s,
baseball.
80s.
I think that's 70s.
It's still in the 70s.
It's been a minute. I also did a Blu-ray thing for it, and I met some of the actors. They were really cool.
I should watch it.
But yeah, I think.
But I will say,
enjoyed the movie.
when you say Paul Thomas Anderson, just a guy, like I think he's one of the like funniest comedy directors.
No, but I don't mean that as like an like.
No,
like,
I know what you mean.
Like I can think of like Ridley Scott, where he's like these fucking millennials
Yeah.
won't watch my movies, and it's just like no, it's just like this,
or like a Scorsese, he's like, you don't understand film or
he's-
cinema. Or
yeah,
whatever. Paul Thomas is just like, I just want to make a movie.
yeah, he's just
Yeah.
like fucking. He's not
But he
starting
gets it.
anything or anything.
But he
like that, yeah.
understands. He's
Yeah.
like one of the funniest filmmakers ever. There is this scene that people, I don't know, there's controversy around it about Asian speak. There's
in Licorice Pizza.
in Licorice Pizza. There's a character.
Repeat it.
Okay. There's
No, I don't do that.
there's a character that is dating an Asian woman,
Okay.
and she doesn't speak English.
Okay.
So then someone is like trying to talk to her, and he's like, she doesn't speak English. Let me translate. Who would you like?
Okay.
Context.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll have to see it for ourselves.
Context,
We'll have
but
to see.
I know that's why I feel like
Yeah.
I don't know. There's, I mean, people haven't. Not many people have seen this movie.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
in limited release.
As long as it's
Yeah.
not like the hot chick where it's like ling ling, you forgot your bling bling,
Yes,
like
yes.
or Rob Schneider playing a Mexican gardener.
in every
Taquito.
or
CC.
playing a Mexican in everything.
Yeah.
But
But when that scene happened in Licorice Pizza, he's like, "Hello," I literally like spit. I was like, "There's no way!" Like he's
no.
literally doing this.
hey, it's different time. It's
And that's why like it's excusable.
okay.
And but I listened to a podcast today where it's like, yeah, but it's not funny. And I was like, it was kind of funny. Because like it's like you wouldn't see that, and people would just like freak out. Like
Is the joke on the person saying
that's
it?
the thing. The joke's on the person because people.
That's doing the
Yeah.
Okay.
Because he looks like a fool.
Okay.
Yeah, and
We'll have to see it. We'll have
Yeah,
to see
yeah.
it. But okay.
I think it's still funny. No, I'm
Okay.
kidding.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I haven't
but
seen
it's the guy from Pitch Perfect, the announcer with Elizabeth Banks. I
Oh,
can't-
okay.
I can't think of his name.
Yeah.
But he's just like a comedic actor. And he does,
Okay.
it's like not. It's like twice that he does
Oh my
the
God.
thing. He like revisits it.
They double down on
Yeah, he's like, hold on.
Okay.
Who,
Oh no.
Hey, different time. Different
We'll
time.
have to see. We'll have to
The
see.
70s.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
everything
see.
was funny back then.
yeah. But go see Licorice Pizza.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Check it out.
I'm down.
Down.
A lot of movie talk. I like this.
Yeah.
Don't you like just being excited for movies again?
Yeah.
And not hating talking about it? It's great.
Yeah.
People hated Ghostbusters. I enjoyed Ghostbusters.
Did people hate it? Oh, well, yeah.
I think it's
I don't think it's the greatest.
consensus is it's fine.
Yeah,
It's good.
I think
Yeah.
audiences liked it more than the critics, right?
Yeah, the critics. Well, because the critics are fucking old fucks.
Hey, no.
Who are like, I grew up in the 80s. This is not my Ghostbusters. If you like it,
They also
you know,
failed at making movies themselves.
Exactly.
Not
Probably.
all of them.
That's-
No,
'cause every time someone says that,
I'm not
it
saying-
becomes a thing.
I'm
who's
not
the
saying
critic
all
that
of
is
them.
a great filmmaker?
Well, I don't.
Roger Ebert.
I don't know, but I'm
He
not
made a
saying.
film.
Well,
What are you saying? You're defending the critics?
no, yeah, I'm saying not every critic is a failed
No.
filmmaker.
Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm saying some of them legit have a passion for
Yeah.
film criticism.
Talking about
okay.
movies.
They're not
Yeah.
doing that because they failed at
But
film.
who also
Okay.
don't know what it's like to sit behind a camera.
Some of them.
Yeah,
Some of them.
yeah,
Some
but
of
Don't
them.
also,
generalize.
also, they're not funny. So they don't.
Film critics?
Yeah.
Oh,
So
they-
they-
Hey, no, every
no,
time someone says that,
don't you-
not everyone
don't you
says that.
know?
Not every film critic has a failed comedy
We
career,
know a
but
lot of critics that think they're really funny.
We do know a few.
So
They think they're very clever.
We do know a few.
Yes.
So when critics
But not
are writing,
but a lot of them.
Some of you are very funny.
but when critics are writing, this
not
is
some
not
of you.
funny.
Yeah.
This is misses the mark on the humor. I'm like, you're not.
You don't get the
You don't
comedy.
get it.
This is so hard too because a lot of film critics will literally tweet after they see a movie, and it's like, you just saw this. You
Yeah.
haven't let this movie process, and you're gonna watch it again.
Jesus. What do you mean?
Like your opinions could change after a while. Not, I mean, obviously, if you come out saying like, "Oh, this movie's a masterpiece," and then later you'd be like, "Oh, you know, this movie's not really good at all,"
Yeah,
then it's
yeah.
just like, well, then what's wrong with you? You need to set your I don't know if it's
Whoa.
set your expectations, but you need to just like stop worrying about how many favorites and retweets you're gonna
Let it
get,
sink
and
in.
just think about the fucking movie for
I
a
think
moment.
most critics should see it at least twice.
Yeah.
you think so?
I know a lot of TV critics do that. They'll watch it the first time with their screener, and then they'll watch it again, and then they'll write their review.
That's
But,
the
yeah.
review of Licorice Pizza that I listened to today said they watched it back to back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe if I watch it again, but that's another 3 hours at the Westwood. I'm in Eastwood,
Yeah.
Eastwood. Yeah.
but maybe I'll watch it again. Maybe I'll enjoy it because
Yeah.
like with his movies, you're like waiting for like what's gonna happen, what's the payoff, what's that, and then like a lot of times there is none. But they're like, oh, it's intended. That's how life is. Life has no payoff. Life is just is.
Hell yeah.
It's like, all right. So do I watch the movie with through those eyes, and then I don't know.
Yeah.
But also, again, critics are is that hyperbolic on Twitter where they're just like,
Metabolic. That's a Slipknot song.
yeah, best movie ever, better than the original. All
Yeah,
that shit.
all
yeah.
caps with shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a lot of that too. There's a lot of that. It's
Just-
like, hey, I want to make it on this Blu-ray cover. You know, and it's just like,
or if like a Rotten Tomatoes has like 100%, you want to be the one critic that's like, fuck this movie. Like,
just to fuck up the
so you,
system.
then
yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of funny. Though.
I want to see that on a poster.
Yeah,
I do
that's
wanna
kind of
see
funny.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
don't
right.
know. Yeah, it's all. Everything is subjective. You know, not everything is the greatest thing on the planet. Not everything is the worst thing that you've ever seen.
And
you
time
know,
also
so.
tells. Like,
Yeah. No. I mean,
is
we.
it gonna stand the test of time? Is something great now going to be shitty later?
Is something shitty at first going to be great, like Just Friends, which was kind of mixed at first?
Was it mixed
Now, I think
reviews?
it was.
Wow.
Yeah, I
it
think
was.
it
It might be
was.
rotten.
I think it's a cult though, but I think it's got a good cult.
I consider it one of my favorite comedies. I
It's-
fucking love that movie.
Now it's like a must-see Christmas movie,
Yeah,
Christmas
yeah.
time movie.
You talk about like they talk about The Shining. They talk about other movies. I'm trying to think of. I literally had a fucking movie in my head besides The Shining.
That's another unintentionally
That's
funny
great.
movie. You talk
Again.
about The Shining?
Fantastic.
You talk about
You see why that's hilarious.
other
You
movies?
See why. The delivery. It's not just the concept of you blanking. It's just the delivery of it.
talk about The
Perfect.
Shining?
Perfect, sir.
The Shining is like
Donnie Darko's a
Donnie
fucking
Darko.
masterpiece.
Yeah. No, even
Fight Club,
Fight
what
Club.
gets me going.
Empire Strikes Back. People didn't like that. Blade Runner, fucking another one. People didn't like it at
People
first.
didn't like Empire? I thought that
No,
was
people
like,
were kind of offset by that because
Uh,
they're just like, oh, the movie just ends. It's like,
Ah.
what? This is unhappy. You know? I think Last Jedi, I think we've talked about that before. I think people will look back on that movie
Say it's
20
crap.
years from now and say it's
I
really
hope,
good.
I hope that happens, but I'm a little scared because we're so aware of it now. Like
Well,
Empire's
people-
a different thing because the internet wasn't around and it
I'm
wasn't
contradicting
yeah.
myself, but people constantly fucking talk about it and like are just like, oh, they get so angry.
I wonder if you guys are watching like 10 years and you're
I
like,
just watched it.
in
It's still
10
good.
years,
No, maybe
I'm
we.
saying time.
Brian,
Oh, yeah,
Brian,
maybe,
I agree
maybe.
with
Yeah.
your theory, whatever.
My
No-
theory.
No, because I don't think that's going to happen. But your possibility that you're suggesting here, where that could happen,
Yeah,
is what
yeah.
I'm saying. Yeah.
And I could love it 10 years later.
Yeah, there
Who
we go.
knows?
Every
Yeah,
time I
why
watch Return of the Jedi, I like it less and less.
Really?
It's not that really. It's not the
Man,
best.
fighting words, buddy.
Don't tell Ellis that. That guy loves that movie.
He loves furry little animals.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
forgot
They're
about that
brothers.
conversation.
yeah. He likes little
That
animals.
was
Yeah.
funny, that was
That's
funny.
nice.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know what other movies are out that I'm excited to see. Oh, you guys saw a
We
movie?
watched the
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, not
I got me
together.
the next two. What King Richard?
I saw that
Yes.
as well. I saw King Richard.
Yeah.
At home.
At home.
At home.
HBO Max.
Yeah. Your
Also
comfy beds.
a 2.5-hour movie.
Yeah, I didn't realize that till I was about 10 minutes in.
Oh,
I was like, Briston, you
no.
want to watch this? Because like we can't last with these movies
Oh,
sometimes.
okay.
no.
So I was like, oh shit, I should see how long this is. And it's like 2:20 was left, and I was like, oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, she wasn't looking. Thank God. I was like, okay, we're just gonna go back here.
Dude, I'll
Just
be
watch
honest.
it. She stayed up the whole time though. Give her credit, and she liked it. Yeah.
Movie flew by.
It did. The pacing I thought was great.
Wow.
Really
Yeah.
great. Like there
Yeah.
was not one thing in the movie where I was like, they probably could have cut this.
Yeah.
You're testing my patience.
Not
Filmmaker, I
not
don't
one
know
like
his
little
name.
tight. It was just constant like, wow, this guy's a fucking asshole.
Oh,
But
okay. That's what you
also-
thought
The
about
dad?
that? Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's
like
an
I
asshole.
think he was kind
Abusive.
of like no. Well, no.
No.
Why is
No.
he an asshole?
I didn't get the asshole vibe from him.
I got the
just thought-
asshole because like it definitely feels like, and obviously this could be
You're talking about
another
yeah, go on.
like autobiographical film where not everything is going to be exact.
Yeah.
But it very much feels like throughout the movie, it's like it feels like a little bit about him, but it really isn't. It's about the daughters. It's about
Yeah.
Serena and
About
Venus.
the whole family, I'd say.
It's about the whole family,
Yeah.
but like he is just so persistent on certain things with his daughters. Like he's very protective, and he has like a very troubled backstory to it. It all just kind of plays in, but like the first half of the movie, I was like, wow, this guy's a fucking dick.
Really?
Like,
I
he
didn't
just
get
won't.
that at all.
Did you get those
No,
vibes?
I just
No.
like it was like, wow, he just won't let it up.
Especially later on when they kind of justify it, when they're like,
That's-
spoilers, kind of like that person got burned out.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
like
where
when
it-
he doesn't want his daughters kind of go down that road. I kind of
Yeah.
got it.
But
What are examples of him being a fucking asshole?
Well, just like him being not hard, but like there's a scene in the movie where he makes them watch Cinderella, and he asks each of his daughters. He's got like 5 daughters. I think his daughters technically were Venus and Serena, and his stepdaughters were like the other ones.
Yeah.
But like he asks him like, what's the moral of the story? And they all like one kid gives him like a joke answer. He's like, you know what? Go to your room. And he's like, we're gonna watch this movie again until
He's
you
serious.
fucking
He's
get
not joking.
like he's just
Wow.
like really really serious about this. But what turned it around for me was a little bit of like him seeing the talent in his daughters
Yeah.
and what it could really mean for the sport and just for them in general is what kind of turned out. But like I like that angle where because they talk about, I forget what tennis player it was.
Yeah, another young prodigy.
Another
yeah.
young prodigy where she gets into drugs, and it's funny because like the drugs she gets into is just marijuana.
Yeah, they have that
Yeah.
big thing. It's
I
like,
started laughing at
they
that.
found a bag of marijuana. And they
Marijuana.
cut to the
Yeah.
dad like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But they're playing it seriously?
Yeah,
But
it's
it's the
back in the
90s.
90s.
Yeah.
But they do say other drugs later on.
But the whole time I was
yeah.
thinking about that, it's just like, yeah, they might get burned out later, but their father's gonna burn them out right now.
Okay.
So you
well,
know,
at the same time, you kind of have to, if you really want to do that, if you really want to be the best in the world,
Got to be the best.
but that's the thing, though.
unfortunately, that's kind of what you might have to do sometimes.
In the end, he was right.
Yeah.
He was
But
right.
they became the best.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
the thing. Like, I wish, because like I obviously know Serena and Venus Williams,
Yeah.
like because they're giant like superstars.
Yeah.
So like I had that in my back of my mind. Was like, okay, it's gonna work out for them. But like the journey of where it
Yeah.
goes to,
I appreciated this was more Venus based just because like Serena's known as like
yeah.
like she's the
goat?
more successful like right now.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know much about Venus. So I watching this movie I was like, oh, this is interesting.
That was the
I didn't
same
know all
thing.
this.
Yeah. Amber and I would talk about, and I literally went to her. I was like, hey, wasn't Serena like?
Yeah.
Isn't she the like better player? Or not
Yeah.
better,
She's the
but
goat.
more
She's
successful.
the-
Yeah.
yeah.
And there's great stuff where they focus on Venus, and he talks to Serena because she feels. Are they twins?
No.
No,
I think
they're just like
Serena's
very
younger,
close.
I think.
Where like one of them kind of
Double
feels
check
left out because the other one's getting more attention, and Like
dynamics
Will Smith
of-
has like a great like back and forth with her.
So-
I think this, if I'm gonna say it,
What?
I think this might be finally the one for Will Smith.
That he gets his Oscar?
I think so.
What else is the
Le-
big one? That's like competition.
Going up
Coop-
against him?
Cooper Hoffman. No, he's not gonna. No. I don't know any other movies that are like have like a.
I definitely think
starring-
he's going to get nominated because that was my worry of just seeing the trailers. It just felt like Oscar baity, and
Yeah.
it kind of felt by the numbers. I was very surprised of how dark some of the shit gets.
That's another. Yeah, trailers undersell a lot now. That
It's
I'm realizing.
hard
They're a year
because-
apart, by the way.
What's that?
They're a year apart.
Year apart. Okay, but that's hard. But it's hard to sell a movie. Well, I don't know if it's hard, but like that's the vibe you're gonna go for. Like, oh yeah, like there's gonna be great performances. You're gonna like the checkoff list. Like, we're gonna put crying. We're gonna put Will Smith's great lines.
They
like,
hit, they hit some cliches and stuff like
They do
that, but
big
I
lights,
think it's
applause,
yeah.
celebration, whatever.
I think it works for the most
Yeah.
part, and I really
Yeah,
enjoy
but
the movie.
has to work.
like the climax of the movie, I didn't know.
I didn't know
I
the
had no
result
idea.
of that. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I only knew it was like it's gonna go either one of two
she
ways.
loses.
Or
say
she
anything,
wins,
or
you
she
never
wins.
know.
Yeah.
Obviously, by your reactions, we know the answer.
No,
I think I
Oh.
played that pretty well.
All
Actually.
right.
Yeah.
you don't know. You haven't seen
Wait,
the movie. You don't
so
know
you're
real
saying he was an asshole, but you see it later, like a backstory with him.
Yeah, it's just like
So it makes sense.
Couple
he's-
lines.
Oh,
yeah.
it's just a few
Yeah,
lines.
not like a flashback.
He's so persistent on his attitude with his daughters.
And they might have glossed it up for the movie too. I don't know much
Yeah.
about the real life.
Well,
story, but
there was a little bit of like because they mentioned like some stuff in his past with businesses and
Yeah.
like maybe schemy kind of
Shady
stuff,
going,
shady
yeah.
stuff going on. But it was also like he talks about how he's had plans for his daughters since like before they were born. I was like, oh, so you're just like
You're just
planning
making-
on making money off of
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that felt a little weird to me, but you know, it all fucking worked.
Yeah, I mean,
It worked out in the end.
yeah.
You know,
Are they all still alive?
I learned
Yeah, they're all there.
The dad?
that the oldest daughter,
Uh-huh.
not his daughter, I think it was his stepdaughter. She was killed in a shooting in Compton.
Oh shit!
Whoa.
Really?
in like
I didn't know
2003, like after the events of the film, because the film does a time jump without even really like, oh
Doesn't
shit,
tell you. Like
Venus
all-
has fucking braces, so it's years
yeah.
later now.
Oh.
It goes from like I think like 91 to like 95 or something like that. Whenever she played in her first pro match.
that. Okay.
Mm.
But yeah, I was like horrified to learn that because they all like lived in Compton, and that's just like their story and whatnot, and some really like really dark stuff that I didn't think that they would go to
Whoa.
with gang violence and whatnot. And
Is it R? Rated R? PG-13.
I don't know.
it
You
could
can see it being rated
I mean,
R.
they threw the N word
There-
out
yeah,
there.
there's
I don't
some
know.
language,
They
but-
might count that as a curse word. I'm not
let's see.
sure.
It's good
Yeah.
when like bio movies are R-rated because like they go there, they give
Yeah.
you like the dirt and everything, like the
I
real
mean,
stuff, as opposed to
there's-
like sugarcoating it.
Yeah, there's some like typical like autobiographical type stuff in this movie, but it really surprised me. I was just very engaged. John
PG-13.
Bernthal is fantastic in the movie. I think he's one of the best actors working today.
It's great.
Yeah, a bit of a different role for him, at least in vocal tones.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like,
yeah,
"Hey, guys,
yeah. Hey,
come play
with
some
your
tennis."
problem. I don't know
Yeah.
who
Oh,
he
really?
fucking sounds like. Yeah, he does an
Yeah.
accent. And
Yeah.
He does
looks
that?
like you got the next Michael Jordan.
It-
Yeah,
it's
like-
not that high, but
No.
it's more like
when
angled up like
when he
that.
gets
Yeah.
angry and he yells, it's
Yeah.
like then that's
Sounds
when
like
it
the
really
guy
comes
lifting
out.
weights and I love you, man. He's like everything you
Nothing
got.
like that. Not
everything
that
you
far.
got.
Not that far at all.
Okay.
No.
But I
Really
thought
great-
he had a deep voice in the trailer. He's like, you got the next Michael Jordan on
Maybe
your
it was
head.
just like that one line.
Oh, but the rest is like high.
He's like, hey, welcome to Miami.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's interesting. Yeah.
The girls were great.
Yeah.
I thought both of them. I thought this was going to be like the Will Smith show, but it's like it's like he's obviously really great, but the wife
Yeah.
is fucking fantastic too.
Yeah.
Oscar worthy.
Will
Yeah,
Smith.
I'd say it.
Well,
yeah.
all the
I'd say it'll get some stuff.
I don't know if the
Yeah.
kids had there's
No,
a
I don't
really.
think. I don't think they will. Maybe. but
There's one really great moment between. They have like a big fight, and the girl has. It's in the trailer. She's like, "I'm not gonna let you down." Like it's really powerful stuff between the two of them.
I should watch this.
It's really good. Yeah,
Nice.
I was pleasantly surprised. I was expecting kind of run of the mill. I think first time director too.
Oh.
I don't know about that. I didn't look that up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think
Way to question
maybe?
his confidence.
No, I'm saying I don't know. I literally
Well, then don't
know.
say anything if you don't know.
I thought he was looking at me when he said it. I don't know.
King Richard.
He's gonna. We're gonna
I'm
wait
so
here till
sorry.
he.
I'm
till
so sorry.
he's-
I just don't know. I'm not disagreeing. I'm not saying you're probably wrong. I
wonder because
don't know.
the movie came out on HBO Max and it bombed horribly in the theater.
Oh, did it?
It made like $4 million.
Yeah, we're gonna have to rethink that whole
Ronaldo
simultaneous
Marcus
release strategy.
Green is the director.
Okay.
First time.
And fuck.
No, he's
Now
done
he
other
did
credits.
Monsters and Men and Joe Bell.
Okay.
That's his
have it.
directorial debut with Will Smith.
That's a very specific category.
Good to
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
Good to
yeah.
know.
Directorial debut with Will Smith.
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
We
Everyone has those.
we would
yeah,
all
your first
love
Will
that,
Smith
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really solid movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
I agree.
Good job, Will
I
Smith.
gotta watch that.
If this is the one, I hope so, because Will Smith is fucking
He's so
fantastic.
good.
Good.
At, like he did the same thing with Concussion, where like it doesn't feel like Will Smith. And
No!
and I really do mean that
It
genuinely.
doesn't
feel like
he
Will
does
Smith.
play.
It's a fucking
He
character.
does legit become the
Tell the
character.
truth.
Yeah.
Tell the
Tell
truth.
Yeah.
No, he fucking disappears in
Yeah.
this role. That's where I was like, this guy's an asshole. I wouldn't want to hang out with him.
Wow.
Didn't
All
get that
right.
vibe.
Yeah.
he was just hard on his
Have you-
kids.
This guy-
Did we watch a different like when he's doing
He was very hard on his kids.
when
He
he's
was.
when
He
he's
was.
doing these interviews, it just feels all about him. Like
Yeah.
every
It's a
single
very
time.
There's a bit of
narcissistic
that.
person.
Yeah.
They're gonna shake up this world. Like
Yeah,
like
okay.
just like I don't know. Like
Well,
yeah,
he's passionate about his kids. He's like this.
for them to make well okay. There again.
You're
there's
saying profit. He's doing it for the wrong reasons.
That's where it starts off with, but then you learn his backstory about his upbringing, how he didn't have a father.
So
and
parents come from somewhere and they do
Yeah.
what they do based off what they're told.
I think just having kids
So
is selfish.
it's okay.
No, I'm kidding.
It's okay then. You know what? Forgive your father for what he's
I
done to you.
forgive you. Yeah.
Because he grew up somewhere.
He tells me that all the time. He's like, I got me the next two.
It's not a bad reading on your part. It's
No?
it's
It was
fun.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
I got. He doesn't go that high.
I think your timing with the two fingers is good.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a silly line. It's like, you got the next Michael Jordan. I got me the next two.
Yeah.
Do I think
Having
that
two
line
Michael
happened in
Jordan.
real life? Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
There is another part where it's just like, oh, your daughter's doing really great. And she's like, yeah. She was like, oh, no. I meant the younger one. You should have told me you had two.
Yeah. That's also, that was before Jordan even won a championship, I think.
Oh.
So I don't know if that was, I mean, I think Jordan was still the best player in the league. So if you're saying that, then yeah, I do have two of the best tennis
Wrong.
players. But
You got me
I
the
got
next
two.
Kareem. I got me the next two tall motherfuckers.
Errors in the writing.
I want to say, well, it might have been the same year. It gets close. It gets
91 to
close.
96. I don't know what time.
I think
he's-
Jordan's first title was like 93 and 94, I want to say.
Oh, writers are wrong.
I didn't notice
that's
though.
wrong. Might be
I
91,
I
92.
did notice an extra had a mask on. Took me out.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, they
Some
shot
loc-
this during the COVID time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they
Oh,
shot
wow.
some stuff here at the Burbank Park here because there's a
really?
tennis court out here, and I was trying to like fucking see it because I've seen that court before, but I nothing recognizable.
Same with Licorice Pizza. They have a place, I think it's in Encino. I was like, where the fuck is
Hell
that?
yeah, AfterBuzz.
Ah. I'm like, where's that corner? It takes place like literally on a street.
I've got to pee. You
Oh.
continue. I want to end this because I want to talk about Resident Evil because I'm passionate.
Oh, that's
I'll be
right.
back.
This guy saw Resident Evil. From
That's
King
right.
Richard to Resident
Hell
It's
Evil.
a natural
yeah.
This
segue.
guy
How
had
do
a-
we do
You
this?
were gonna go see Licorice Pizza by yourself. I went to go see Resident Evil by
You
myself.
did see
Priorities,
myself.
Brian,
I saw The
priorities,
Master by
man.
myself. I was the only guy in the theater.
You know,
I
I
just
br-
left.
I brought up a week or two ago how I don't go to movies by myself. I've remembered more and more of times where I absolutely
now
did.
you have.
And not even like after work, like I legit drove. Like during college, I would go to like the AMC in Fullerton. And I would just go, I think in 2012, I watched like so many fucking movies by myself.
So you're a liar, is what you.
I'm not a liar. I just have a horrible memory and I'm kind of concerned about it. Brian.
Take
more
it
than
easy,
anything.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
It's not hard being in the spotlight.
I don't know.
On a microphone.
Yeah. I had just so
You
many
know, when
movies.
people ask you, have you done this? No, I have not.
I even saw like Super 8 by myself. That was before I even
Wow.
worked at the theater.
Super 8.
Yeah, but I feel like we were talking shit on that earlier. Super 8's a good movie. by
That's
the way.
fine.
I like Super 8.
That's fine.
Yeah, I've seen plenty of films by myself. I don't know why I
Nice.
said that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I only saw a couple. I saw when I had the movie pass. I watched all those whatever year that was popular.
Yeah.
I saw all the nominated for Best Picture
Oh,
movies.
right, yeah.
That's when I saw Darkest Hour, and I was like, "Why am I seeing Darkest Hour?" I fell asleep.
You
during
think now you'd be like,
Darkest
fuck yes, let's go watch The Darkest Hour
Yeah.
opening night. No.
Hour. The fucking line from is it not Jeffrey Wright?
Jeffrey
Jeffrey
Rush.
Is it Jeffrey Rush? No, that's not it. No, it's Gary Oldman.
It's Gary Oldman.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Why am I saying
I said
Jeff
Gary
G?
Oldman.
Yeah. Are you gonna negotiate with a shark while you're heading in his mouth? That's how it goes.
It's not bad.
That's,
You can work on the
yeah.
confidence in the
What's
delivery.
one movie's
but it's
that?
not bad, yeah.
He plays Winston Churchill.
Yeah.
Is it?
I
Yeah,
think,
yeah, he does. Yeah.
Churchill?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, he got it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah. That's another trailer moment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I got me the next two.
I got me. He says that too.
Yeah.
I've got me the next two.
You're gonna negotiate with a shark with your head in his mouth.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
By the way, there's 102 people watching.
Why?
Hit the like button.
We hit triple digits on this one.
yeah,
Huh?
hell yeah. Hit the like button.
The
We never do
SEO
that.
for the Christmas tree really popping up. Let's talk about the Christmas tree.
Yeah, let's do
guys.
it. Let's
Wait,
do it.
Leo's in something? Is he in something? Someone's saying
The
Leo.
Adam McKay movie about the end of the
Oh,
world. And
yeah.
is it Jennifer Lawrence or Kate
Did
Winslet?
you guys? I read an article today about you guys know Adam McKay and Will Ferrell stopped working together.
yeah.
I heard about that.
Okay,
I
but
didn't
did you
know that.
read?
Gary
Did you read the
Sanchez.
details?
Well, I saw that someone posted Will Ferrell like saying something in an interview saying
Said
like, yeah, he thought he
much
wanted to do
improv.
too much.
McKay had a follow up, and so yeah,
Oh.
Will Ferrell said like, and this is paraphrasing, and I read this like 5 hours ago, but it was
the
something like McKay wanted to do a bunch of other things. Will Ferrell couldn't really keep up and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
well, Will Ferrell wanted to be
Yeah.
more hands-on producer.
Sure. And you saying like, if I see a billboard up on the street, I don't want to be like, oh, we produced that, you know,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that. But McKay said like it was that and a couple other things. Like originally, Will Ferrell was supposed to be what's the Lakers owner? Jerry Buss.
Jerry Buss.
Larry
Yeah, Jerry
Bird.
Buss
Yeah.
was supposed to be that in the HBO series that's coming out.
Oh.
And then, but McKay and everyone replaced him with John C. Reilly, and like that kind of also, yeah,
That's his stepbrother.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Riley, for the record, in the interview that I read, called him and said like, "Hey," and
Is this
Riley
cool?
like
That's
reached
not
out
true,
to
or-
no,
It is true?
that's true. Yeah,
Oh.
but McKay didn't like. McKay said he handled the whole transition poorly. That's what's going on. It
McKay
just
is-
made me sad
Yeah.
because I was like, that duo was so good.
Not
Yeah.
gonna get an Anchorman 3.
Probably not.
Anchorman 2
Yeah.
is bad.
Yeah, it was.
We're not having this
He
conversation.
likes it. Cody likes it.
We're not doing this.
Cody
again.
loves the shark scene.
I
The
love it.
Worst.
I love it.
Adam
I love
McKay is
jokes that just go on and go on, and it's funny.
Another-
That's like the
Improv.
quintessential improv.
another improv.
That's not improv. That is so
I don't
many
remember the
setups.
scene.
That is so many concepts. That's like 20 minutes of the movie. That's not. That's.
I
not
gotta watch
improv.
it. I don't
No.
remember seeing that.
No, there are sets. There are set pieces.
Oh.
That's not improv. But anyway,
Adam McKay has gone so far like left, like
Wing.
liberal.
I like the direction he's going, making more serious movies. I, have
like
no
his
problem with that.
political things.
What was it? I think The Big Short.
That was great.
I almost hated the first 20 minutes because of the editing.
It's
It's
so
such
frenetic.
a rapid,
Yeah,
fast-paced thing that
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I like.
it's a headache.
Like, I almost like, am I gonna walk out of this movie right now? I don't know.
Wow.
But the story was so like, okay, like I don't know. It hit a certain point. Like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Well, he hit it big with that one, and then Vice. I was not a fan of Vice.
I kind of like Vice.
It was
Just because I think that story is fascinating and
it
he's just
is.
a
The
monster.
movie was kind of full of itself.
Christian Bale's so good.
Yeah,
in
but
that
he's
movie.
good. He should have won.
He's fucking terrifying
fucking
in that
movie.
movie.
But I feel like the new one. What is it? The big something dynamite. I don't know.
Dolomite.
What's the shit coming out now?
Don't look now.
Don't look.
Or don't
down.
look up.
Don't look up.
Don't
Don't
look
look
up.
up? Yeah.
The big meteor coming.
Don't look now is a completely different movie.
Yeah.
big-
Oh my
70s, I
god,
think,
is
yeah.
that
That's Donald Sutherland.
Donna
I think.
Sutherland?
Yeah,
where it's not a horror film until like the last 10
Yeah,
seconds of
yeah.
the movie?
Wow.
That's good. Anyway, Don't Look Up is the.
It just seems like another kind of like we get it. It's about global warming.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I get that,
I
but
get it.
Okay.
Adam McKay, you're so smart, Adam.
We'll have to see it, Brian. I mean, I want to see it.
I'm sure it'll be great.
It's
I'm excited
A
to
lot
see
of good performers. Maybe
it's a
they like the
Netflix joint.
script.
Yeah, I like the Netflix
Mm-hmm.
watching from home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless I go to Westwood, then I'll go to Westwood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of Westwood, let's talk about Christmas trees. What, you got some?
What happened today? What happened today with this guy right here, guys?
Oh, yeah.
We had a text. Christian, yesterday we're talking about getting a Christmas tree for the set. We're talking
Yeah.
about decorating for the lights,
Well,
whatever.
because
Cool.
Christian loves Christmas so
he
much.
loves it so much.
He
Yeah.
has 5 Christmas sweaters. He wants to wear one every week in Christmas.
Nope. Yeah, and we're like, yeah, we'll get a tiny little tree for the set. And I'm like, great. That all sounds good. And Christian went through all his trouble. He hung up lights
He did.
for the set. It looks nice.
We didn't talk about the lights.
No,
he did
went
it
above
himself.
and beyond. It
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, he took a picture of the tree that he got. And I'm like, cool.
Thank
awesome.
you. You said nice, and I
Yeah, I
appreciate
said
that.
nice, cool, awesome.
Yeah.
Brian, out of nowhere, says it looks like shit.
I didn't
basically.
say it looked like
It's
shit.
like, what the fuck is wrong with
Yeah,
that?
I didn't
Brian
say
was
that.
Oh my
so
God.
offended
I didn't
by
say
the
that.
Christmas tree
Well,
presentation.
Well,
what happened?
Christian doesn't come in confident. He's like, I don't know how to do this.
Yeah.
And the tree is like scrunched
Okay,
up.
what you do there is not kick a guy while he's down.
Yeah.
In my joke world, yes, you do.
No, that's not what you do.
I said, what the hell, man?
Brian, that's why I'm sad. It's because of people like you.
Well, fucking grow up and fix the tree. God damn it.
Yeah. You say like, oh, did you try expanding it out or anything like that? You don't say, what the hell is this?
Look
Making him feel bad.
How do
It
you
looks
like it? Do
great
you like it
now.
better
It looks
now?
great.
It looks great now. See, you need a
Yeah.
little kick in the ass. Sorry, you think Serena Williams' dad's an asshole for pushing them. You just need a little push in yourself.
That's all you need right there. He's got the next 2 Christmas trees ready to go.
I got me
He's
the next
good.
2.
Well, so did Amber? You said Amber came in and was like, "We're not doing that."
No, she didn't say that.
What
She's
did-
well, just make
She
it
walked
bigger.
in like,
Yeah,
hey,
just
honey,
open
I'm
it up.
home. What the hell is
Yeah.
this?
Same word. Same.
She's like, what happened?
In
No.
comparison, what did it look like before? It was a bit thinner,
First
I
of all,
believe.
I thought because we just got it on Amazon. Shout out to Jeff Bezos because I got it on one day.
Okay.
Amazon's pretty great.
Pretty good. Got it.
things same day.
Ordered it. It was pretty cheap, and because it was so cheap, I thought it would come assembled like as the tree.
Oh, you had to build the tree.
Oh yeah, I had to put on
more
all
effort
these fucking
that you put into it that Brian
that little
disregarded.
thing here.
Okay.
I had to put it
The
in a
bow?
fucking thing. I had to
Oh, no.
tie it up. I had to put all.
Let's dissect the bow.
No, that's not a bow. Did you have to tie the bow?
It's
Little.
It's not a good bow.
It's no. It's a good bow.
I'm kidding. I'm ready to see it.
So the pot that the tree stands in, you had to put a red, just cover.
It's not easy.
It's
not
not.
easy,
It's
Brian.
not.
It's very
It
difficult.
looks great.
Yeah.
I
it
had
looks
to
great.
stretch out all of the fucking. What do you call that? Branches.
Branches. Good job. We got there. It's okay.
Whew, took a second.
It's all right.
The star was full of fucking
You put
glitter.
the ornaments on there. You got to evenly distribute where
It's a
those
lot of
go.
fucking-
It's
I was
a very
like, I
difficult
don't-
task that you were
I
assigned
pulled
here.
it out. I was like, fuck, I don't have time for this fucking
Yeah.
shit. So I threw it together.
And I'm like, hey guys, here it's here. It's
I'll
like, cool.
I'll put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
So why'd you send a photo? Why'd you take a photo?
Because I was like, hey, look, I got us a tree. Because, you know, I woke up.
That's
yes,
on you. You
I
should
wo-
have just let
Yeah,
us
I
see it.
know.
No,
Yeah, I
you
know.
knew what you were getting
You're like,
yourself into.
you're
there.
already like-
if you weren't confident in the tree, you shouldn't have sent it because this
Yeah.
guy will pick it apart.
no, but you're already
Yeah.
like, hey guys, shit on me. I don't know what I'm doing. Here's a
Yeah.
photo. Click.
No.
Yeah.
No. You,
You know,
guys
I
are
woke
both
up-
in the wrong here.
I
You
woke
shouldn't
up
have done that.
yesterday-
You shouldn't have done that.
I'm
I
not-
woke up yesterday. You know, I'm going to try.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to try.
You want to
okay?
try and decorate the set a bit.
Yes. We didn't decorate for Halloween for some goddamn reason. I don't know
didn't?
why. No, I don't think we
Not
did
a
shit.
single
We
spooky month.
fucking turned the lights off when we're telling a
Decorative
scary
things?
story.
All right.
Half-assing it.
I
dressed
thought
up.
that
We dressed
aesthetic
up.
worked really well, but okay. Okay, well, we have lights now, guys.
the
I
lights.
didn't buy these. I've had these lights.
Okay.
So
I like to imagine you bought them and got them in one day shipping
that'd be
because of Jeff Bezos.
this is the most creative thing I think. Twirling
This
them
looks
around.
great. Brian has no issues with the lights,
I
right?
don't.
They all
I
look
don't
great.
have.
They don't come out on camera that well.
They
No,
don't.
yours was hard because you the way you have your mic is
Yeah, you
there's
stupid
not enough
guy.
room.
Man, your
do you
mic
mean
that
there's
way.
There wasn't enough room for
Right
the lights to twirl around it. Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. You guys enjoy the lights. You're connected to the
You
tree
like
more than I am.
not showing your face on the camera. You just the arm.
Well, 'cause
is-
I'm trying
It's a
to-
different mic placement
I'm trying to keep this up
situation
here,
Yeah.
but then
Yeah.
it falls over.
Oh,
It's a little sad little limp mic.
Yeah.
limp dick. Okay, but yeah, Christmas.
Okay,
did
so we
it.
got that out of the way. I feel like that needed to needed to be said.
All right.
I felt
No,
some
I feel
tension.
nice now.
I
Hey,
felt some tension in the text messages
No, no,
earlier.
it
A
looks
little
great.
bit, yeah.
Yeah.
When Brian was like, "Oh, we'll see how it looks on camera."
Yeah, and you
I'm
just
like,
said, "Okay, Brian." I was like,
"You don't know how to work
Yeah.
that camera."
Whoa.
No,
man.
because you're like, what do you say? I'll leave it like this for the joke, or maybe I'll fix it so it
Now,
looks
in
good.
Christian's defense, a shitty Christmas tree would be
I
funny.
think that was
visually.
pretty funny.
But
It
would you be
yeah.
able to see how shitty it is on the camera
If we
it's-
caught attention to
If
it.
it's so
Yeah.
far, no, I'm just thinking like it's so
I don't
far
even think
behind.
they can see the.
They can't even see it now.
Yeah. So like, even if it looks shitty, like, just make it look nice.
Okay.
I also moved the candles. You guys noticed that? I moved the candles over here.
I did not notice
It looks nice.
Yeah, should have
Looks
noticed that.
nice.
Yeah. What a great
Sometimes you
design,
just
better
gotta-
effort.
Just gotta
Yeah.
try, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
try. So send us money.
I appreciate you trying.
Just kidding.
Yeah, it's good.
But yeah, what do we got here?
That was already 9.
Almost 9 o'clock.
Look at us go.
It is
Look at
9
us go.
o'clock.
Way to get the
5
2
times
hours.
flies.
Trees,
Yeah.
Cody's Christmas trees all the way up,
I put it up already, guys.
decorated
Nice.
and everything.
We got to talk about this. You, Christian, have not put up a Christmas tree in the
Ever.
last 3 or 4 years. You've been living in
Ever.
apartments
Did you
and
not
shit?
see our tree in there?
Is there one?
A tiny little guy like that.
Is it a Nightmare Before Christmas tree?
It's
Yeah.
small.
You got to get like a 5-footer, man. You got to
Yeah.
get like
We don't have a
legit
home.
tree.
What the fuck?
You
I'm
have
not,
a corner. All you need is a corner of a
put it right
room.
here.
I don't live in the 1%.
You put it right
the
here.
fuck?
Trees are very
Oh,
cheap
you have a front
these
yard?
days.
Mm.
Absolutely did not have a front yard.
No, we just have like no desire. I literally asked her because I had asked Amber. I had all these Christmas lights, and I hung it up one year like on our windowsill, and I was just like, "Oh, this is cool." And I was like, "Hey, do you want me to hang up these lights?" She's like, "You can if you want to."
She doesn't have the Christmas spirit
Similar
either?
thing happened to me. We have lights that are they're like this but like thicker. And normally we would put them like out on the patio or something like that. But our current patio is just not really conducive to lighting. You know, like that. So like,
Oh, you don't
all
have a
right,
front yard?
I have an idea. So I put them on the inside and I kind of like line the walls a
Oh,
bit,
there you
line the
go.
windows. I thought it looked fantastic. Turn all the lights off, turn those on. It looked great. man, does she hate it. And she will not admit it, but I know she fucking
Why?
hated
What's the giveaway?
Because like I put it up, it took me like an hour and a half to put these up. Like, here we go. And this was like 2019. This was a couple years ago when I first did this.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, cool. And I was like, okay, should I just
You have a
take them
photo?
down?
You have a photo?
No, I don't.
Oh,
Like, should I just take them down? She's like, no, it's fine. You worked on it. I was like, oh, man.
Did not like it. Must have
Marissa's
looked like
probably
shit.
listening right now. Marissa, just admit you don't like the lights.
You know what?
Just admit
tell
it.
me.
Just
tell
admit
me
it.
you didn't
You just
like
needed
them.
a kick in your ass to make it look better.
I guess. I thought it looked really good, man.
You would have sent it to Brian at the time. He'd be like,
What the hell
you
happened?
would have shit on it.
What
What
the
are
hell
you doing?
No.
Fix it. Fix it.
So I haven't hung those up the last 2 years. I'm like, never again. No, won't do it. I got the tree, though. The tree looks good.
Yeah, I feel like
So
I-
Amber's not in the Christmas spirit either.
I mean, she likes Christmas and she likes our little nightmare. We have a little Nightmare Before Christmas tree. It's
I
got
didn't say it
little-
was 2 feet.
It's fucking shorter than
You
this.
gotta get a
fucker.
big
Shorter
boy.
than that.
Well, yeah,
You get a big boy.
I ordered this. She's like, "Where are you gonna fucking put this later?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'll give it to Brian."
As if it takes that much space. It's tiny. It's a tiny.
We have a
little guy.
lot of stuff stored in there.
Okay.
There's a lot of
Everything
stuff.
is storage. What? You don't have a storage unit in this apartment? No. By your car or something? No.
Got nothing.
My storage is just full of Blu-rays.
I do have a bunch of boxes up there. And it's like I probably don't need this stuff, but
Oh, I threw a lot of shit out.
Yeah.
I'm on OfferUp selling a bunch of old shit.
I'm on
Hit Brian
OfferUp.
up on OfferUp, guys.
Yeah.
Give him a follow.
Made like $200 on that shit.
Oh,
Hell
shit,
yeah.
man. Okay.
Feels nice to like clear shit out.
There you go. That'll pay for
The next
know.
Christmas tree.
the next. Yeah, there you go.
I met a guy.
He's got the next two.
Oh, he got me the next two.
I was selling something to a guy. He's like, I can trust you, right? I don't mean to be a dick, but I can trust you, right?
He's like, "You're a Mexican."
Yeah, it feels nice to
What were
clean some
you
shit
selling that he was so
Yeah.
concerned about trusting you?
out. Backdrop stand.
Oh, right.
Well,
Okay.
because like in the case there was like rooms, like 4 slots for
Okay.
4
Slots?
poles. Slots.
Oh, yeah.
But there's only 3. That's what it came with. And he's like, "There's another one." I was like, "It came with 3. Came with 3, buddy."
Okay.
And that's
Sorry.
it. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's it.
Okay. Guys, Christian was touching my knee right now with his foot.
Ooh.
Very sensual.
Yeah, but
I was
Cody,
like, oh,
Cody
man.
I did it on accident the first time.
Yeah, first time I let it
yeah.
slide, and then he like did a double tap.
And then
I was
Cody,
like, okay, buddy.
Cody like looked.
Okay.
He's just like,
Okay. I'm trying to listen to Brian talk about
Yeah.
his stand here.
"You
Okay.
liked it."
I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk about your Raccoon City.
Yeah, baby. Resident Evil.
It's a Wednesday
Resident
afternoon.
Evil. Welcome to Raccoon. I saw this on Tuesday. No. Yeah. Fuck. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it was.
I don't remember when I saw this.
Gotta
movie.
mark that one. That's a good one.
There's The Shining.
Ooh.
There's other movies.
Oh, fuck.
I think it was Tuesday because
Yeah,
they-
because you mentioned it on the Wanger show last
Yes.
week. You're like, tomorrow I'm gonna go watch this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know like how much family stuff I was gonna be doing over the holiday weekend, so I went out by myself. First of all, guy sat in front of me. He put his sweater. I like to sit on the corner on the edge next to the aisle. This guy, like a row of like 6, like him and his family, or it's like I feel like it was his brother. They were like shouting across, and like son and girlfriend in between. I was like, oh no,
A whole family of 6 went to this
Yeah.
Going to see
movie.
Resident Evil.
The
Welcome
movie
to
was
Raccoon
the
City.
theater was actually like more packed than I
Didn't
was
it bomb?
surprised. I think it did like fine.
I don't even know.
I
I,
didn't-
haven't even seen a trailer for it.
Wow.
The marketing. Don't know what they were thinking with that, but he sat. So this guy sat in front of me, and the first thing that I was just like, he like took off his sweater and just threw it on the chair in front of him and just like kept it there, and I was just like, oh.
Okay.
Was
This guy
someone-
think no one was there. Someone eventually came. He's like, "Is this yours?" And like expecting people to come, so he picked it up for a second, saw the guy sat in another seat, and just put it back. I was like, "Oh, this is."
He needs to put his
This
sweater
guy
on the seat in front
thinks
of him.
that, and
Okay.
I got really worried during the trailers when a trailer would play and like it was like Matrix Resurrections or whatever. He's like, "Neo's back," and I'm just like, I
Also, have you seen
can't.
Donnie Darko?
Yeah, yeah,
You're right.
yeah.
You're right. I would
Yeah.
rather be in the theater with the film school douchebags.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
that are-
As nerdy as they are,
Yeah,
like I'll
they're-
take that because
yeah.
they're going to be respectful during the film. So I knew this guy was going to be disruptive. So the opening of the movie, he was like, "Oh, he's a lot better than I was anticipating." But then as soon as something scary happened, like instantly he's like, "That's Lisa Trevor. She's from the games." I'm like, "Okay, I'm out." So I looked behind me. The whole corner was empty. So I just went to the very top, all by myself. I'm like, "Ooh, I'm a happy
You put
dog."
your sweater
Yeah.
down on the seat in front of you. and you made
Yeah,
yourself
yeah.
at home.
I had my icy and my popcorn, and I was just happy up in my corner, and I watched the movie. Then I watched the movie.
Okay.
It's not good.
Oh, that's not good.
I wish there was a but.
Oh.
It's not an even enjoyable movie.
No, I did have fun, but that's the thing. It's like a Chekhov movie. Like we gotta have this, we gotta have this, we gotta have this, we gotta have this, and it's just like if you're a fan of the video game, you're gonna recognize almost everything in the film.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you don't know anything, like Licorice, Liquor is a creature from the games.
Oh.
It just like shows up in the movie with no explanation.
Very inside.
Yeah, and it's just like that's cool. Like it's in a different location than it is in the game, but like I can forgive like, changing some stuff up, but it's just like this doesn't make sense. Like why is that here? Like I don't know. It's such a mixed bag. It's so interesting because like the Paul W.S. Anderson movies.
Paul Thomas Anderson.
No.
No.
He didn't do all the 6 original Resident. He did like 4 of them.
Mm-hmm. I like the first one.
I kind of like the first one more than I like this one. And this one literally is like, has sets from the games, like brought to life.
Yeah.
But it's like a second, and then they move into another room, and they kind of just like they kind of have their beats where they like, okay, it feels like the ultimate Easter egg movie. It felt like they focused more on putting in Easter eggs in the movie than they did in actual
story
characters or story, because. Like, let's be honest, like the Resident Evil games, like they're B movies, like,
monster movies.
They're like monster, like there's substance there. There is something that you can do with that material, but like it's very, very cheesy. And so some of that kind of I don't know if it can like really translate well. I don't know. Like, I mean, I've been busting my ass no, I'm kidding. But
do you think the studio is like, God damn it, you didn't like when we did things different from the game. Now we're doing the exact same thing as the game. Now you don't like it again.
I don't know. It feels
so
like
there's like a middle ground you got to hit.
Yeah, I think there's a middle ground. Like they try to make some characters kind of realize like the character. There's a character called Albert Wesker who's like such a cliche. Like he wears glasses, like dark sunglasses at night. Like he's the villain in the first game. They completely change him to make him just like a normal guy.
He does not wear the sunglasses at night. Does he?
There's a post-credit scene. Sorry,
He
spoilers.
puts on the glasses at night.
That's the post-credit scene.
Wow.
They give him his glasses, like,
wow.
And so it's like a big moment. But it's like a things you know.
If you knew the game.
If you knew the games, yeah. But like they make him just like a regular guy. He betrays them and stuff like the games. But it's like, I don't know. It's just very, very odd. I think it'll work better as a TV show. I know they're doing a TV show, but that's like they're like focusing. They focus so much on Umbrella, like being the evil entity. Like, oh, it's like the evil dies tonight. That's what I kept thinking of because they kept being like, Umbrella is bad. Umbrella is bad. Like, Umbrella needs to be the backdrop to everything, and you focus on the situational things that are happening within your story, not constantly like, we need to take Umbrella down. We need to take Umbrella down.
So you're saying like Alien, kind of.
Yes.
Like with the Wayland Corporation. Oh, well,
yes, God damn it.
Look at me go.
That's exactly what that is because in Alien, they mention the company. That's all they fucking say. But it's about the aliens and the one asshole that fucking betrays them all. That is a perfect goddamn example. You don't need to focus on the fucking company being so evil because they want to take the alien and use it as a weapon. No, you just Umbrella. They do things. They created zombies and creatures. Boom, that's it. And then you focus on other stuff. You focus on characters. But yeah, they combines Resident Evil 1 and 2.
The originals, so like Alice,
the original games. No,
Alice isn't. The
she's not even a character in the games.
What are the original?
Chris Redfield, Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, Jill Valentine, Albert Wesker. These are from the games.
The girl's Claire. I'm trying to follow
one of the main characters in the movie and the games. Yes, is Claire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember when you played, you can play as the woman or the man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The man is Leon.
The first game you play as either Chris or Jill, and then the second game, the second game in the city, you play as either Leon or Claire, and all of them are in this game. Like every character in the movie is a character from the game, which is pretty cool. But
does it do like the third person follow along?
They don't do
camera?
They
do they have like the overhead for like, in the original game?
There's like one shot when they first walk into the mansion, and it's kind of like overhead. There is actually a really, really cool scene where
we open the door and it goes into blackness. There's like,
I kind of would have liked that, but they didn't do anything like that. There was one scene where Chris Redfield is being attacked by a bunch of zombies, and like he starts off with his machine gun, he runs out of ammo, then he gets to his handgun, but then he runs out of ammo, and then he gets just to his knife, and he's just stabbing them all. And it's like, oh fuck, that's
reminiscent of the game.
Yeah.
So they tried. They were fans. It seemed like the people who made the movie, and it just didn't work.
When
for
you watch a bunch of like the interviews and stuff, it's just like, oh yeah, we're huge fans of the games. Like we want it to be just like the games. I don't know. It feels like it's
too much like the games. Is what you're saying.
I don't know. It's so bizarre. It felt like the whole time, like I would watch interviews about him. Like, did y'all have like your rights were about to be due and you had to rush something out? Because like the trailer,
film set, they rushed the hell out of this movie.
The trailer came out like a month ago, and the movie's out now.
Yeah.
Like, it's like very, very, very quick, and all the creature stuff. It's just like again with the checkoff list. It's like zombie dogs, boom, cool, done and out. Liquor, boom, done and out.
Can you make a Resident Evil story out of the game?
I think you can. I think what you do is you focus on the characters because the story is kind of bizarre. I think you focus on the character over story. I think that's what you do.
Just a character study.
Yeah.
In the game, you're just like, what do you wake up and then you try to survive?
It's
getting to a
literally
zombie plate.
Yeah,
or getting away from zombies.
The first game is like a mystery. You go to this mansion to figure out what happened to your fellow teammates from another team. And then as you're in the mansion, you slowly figure out, you find each one dead, and you kind of figure out like, oh, fuck, how did this person die? And then there are zombies and monsters and creatures and stuff. Like let's be honest, like the first two original games, you're not getting a whole lot of character from, like Chris Redfield's a generic guy.
It's a video game.
It's a video game. You're not getting a whole lot.
Well, that's why it's hard to adapt.
Yes.
Like, if you give him the wrong character development or give him something that, I don't know, you don't like.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, why did they add this instead of doing this?
Yeah. Like Leon, who's in the second game, he's like the rookie cop. It's his first day on the job kind of thing. They just make him like a goober. Like he's just like I get he's a rookie, but like he doesn't know how to load a shotgun.
No.
Like it's just like tiny little things like that. And like they just like his arc is like he just shoots a rocket launcher at the end of the movie. It's just very, very strange. It's just it's a weird movie. And
it's not a studio. It's just
Sony.
Oh, it's just a full Sony movie.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I don't know.
Maybe they had the rights and they had to just put out a movie before.
That's honestly what it feels
they
like.
lost the rights to the movie.
I don't know if it's a pretty low budget film.
Yeah.
Like I think it's like maybe 30 or 40 million, which is a lot, but compared to probably the other ones.
Yeah, compared to like a Mortal Kombat or
because the other movies, I think those movies like crushed overseas constantly for some reason.
Which one? The original Resident Evil?
Like
6 or 7.
Yeah, with Mila Jovovich.
Yeah. I only watched the first one. I don't even think I watched the second one.
If anything, it made me want to like. They get worse and worse as those ones come out. But I don't know. I had fun in moments like as a fan, it's like seeing some of the stuff come to life. It was like cool, but it's like the mansion stuff is what I wanted to see the most, and it's like barely in the film.
That's a bummer.
And it's literally like what you see in the trailer, and it's not. I'm not like blaming the trailer for like showing all the stuff, but it's just like they had the one hallway, like the main entrance of the mansion, and then they had like a room, and it's just like. It's all just like for show, but
like surface level-y.
Yeah,
and then all right, now here's the movie.
Yeah, and it's like we got to do zombie dogs, so it's like they have one scene with a zombie dog, they kill it. They have one scene with a creature and they kill it. They have one scene with another creature and they kill it. It's just like again, it's like Chekhov. Like we got to do this, we got to do this, and yeah. The most character you get is from Claire. She's the one that wants to like take down Umbrella, and she's the best like I would say representation from the games. But everybody else is just like
generic
there. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Are they good performances or
fine?
It's just.
But again, it's just
like movie.
It's just like I'd rather play a game.
Yeah,
I'd just rather play a game.
That's what's hard about adapting video game movies.
They also like it's a rated R film, but they say fuck. I think they say fuck more times.
You say PG-13.
I think it's R. No, it's definitely R.
Well, yeah.
What
you're saying? They say fuck too much. Is what you're
yeah.
Oh.
There's like characters that literally just go like fuck. Oh fuck! Like just constant. Like why are we doing this? Yeah, but I don't know. If you enjoyed it, that's cool.
Yeah, I didn't see. I want to watch the trailer because I remember playing the original games a little bit.
Yeah.
But I just want to see how they adapted it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
probably won't watch the whole thing.
I mean, honestly, like video games are so vast now. I think TV shows are the way to do it. I haven't seen The Witcher. I hear great things, and I know it's based off of a book, but like The Last of Us, I'm so excited to see how they're going to translate
hope
that
doesn't
shit.
suck. Yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed.
I didn't know Neil Druckmann was actually directing some of that shit.
Yeah,
That's
I saw
cool
he did an
as fuck.
episode. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cool.
So
I hear Free Guy is pretty good.
I heard that too.
I heard it was pretty good.
Like it's about a guy who is in a world.
In a video, it's not like based off a video game.
I know.
But yeah.
But my
He's
buddy,
like a random character in the game.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or my buddy was saying it's like if a character in Grand Theft Auto realized he's in
Oh,
Grand
yeah.
Theft Auto.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's
I think it's a cool
concept. Yeah.
I like that. I need to watch.
But he
that one.
also said it's very inside baseball with video games.
Mm.
Like they mentioned NPC,
Yeah,
Yeah.
like non-player,
non-playable character.
playable character. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I want to check that one out too.
The troubling video game movies. That's still a phenomenon. Like a thing that
A mystery to like
adapt
adapt
like something's
properly.
really like.
Well, when I played the first Gears of War game, I was like, this is a movie in itself. Like it seems so easy to just like take the beats. Like I literally like wanted to start writing. Like here's how the movie starts.
Yeah.
But I am lazy. But yeah, I was like, here's the beats, the character, the development, and here's where you go. It's
Yeah.
easy. Just make the movie.
Gears of War is almost like too good. Like it's pretty much like that's the movie. It's the game.
The
Like,
game's the
that's-
mo-
yeah.
Well, that's why then you go into like the tech that it has, like the literal gun with the chainsaw on it, the machinery or the
The
vehicles,
Lancers and
and like all the,
the
floating.
locusts.
Yeah, the locusts look so cool, but like to see that in a movie would be kind of weird, maybe.
Yeah, they're also like giant buff dudes in these like
That
mech
happens
suits.
in a lot of games.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
look weird.
They're just
You know.
Well, that's the thing too, and bringing it back to Resident Evil, like it comes from Japan, and when you translate that to English, it's gonna sound different. It's gonna feel different, and
What do you mean the
like the dialogue, or
dialogue?
just like the story in general? Like it's just so unique and bizarre to try to like portray that as like something real or
we would say?
yeah, like it's just like I don't know. It's very strange, you know. But hey, what are you gonna do? You know, I'm not
Movies
losing.
are hard to make.
I'm not
guys.
losing
We're
sleep
trying.
over it, but I got really excited when you mentioned the Aliens comparison because that's a fucking great comparison.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't even see
Do
the
that,
movie.
Cody.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Right, that's
more of that
maybe I'll-
shit. More of
okay,
that.
cool.
Right? Aliens 3, the real one.
Okay.
$30
sure.
million budget though.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
Get it
Nothing
done.
bigger. Yeah.
Get it done.
Got it. Got it.
But that's all I got. Welcome to Raccoon City.
All right.
They literally had a post-credit scene to give Wesker his glasses.
No,
think
and you're just like this stupid.
That's hilarious. Yeah, it's kind of silly. Yeah.
Before we get out of here, have you guys watched any of the new Tiger King
No.
thing?
No, I watched the first episode. I'm like, I'm
Yeah,
bored.
and there's nothing. There's like really no.
I saw
story.
that Carol Baskins
Commented
comments
on
on Eric's video. Which
Wait, that was actually her?
Yeah,
I looked at her channel. She had at least like 10,000 subscribers.
that was her.
Really?
Yeah. Eric,
On-
be careful.
On Eric Striffler's commentary highlight track
yeah.
That's
for
funny.
Tiger King 2. Carol Baskin posted a comment saying like I hear
Even she was like, that bitch. No.
yeah. But yeah, they're trying to stretch more out of nothing.
That was
That's a
bummer. Yeah.
the one thing that I did kind of like is the portrayal of Carol versus like him.
Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic, Brandon. No, I like the way that they portrayed, like, or they were kind of talking about that because they would talk about him being like a hero when
Yeah.
he literally tried to get her killed.
Yeah.
Whereas like her, like yes, there's some funny stuff possibly with her
Controversy,
husband,
yeah.
but she's always referred to as that bitch.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
so.
they do talk about the fallout of the documentary where people were calling her saying "fucking die" or whatever.
Yeah.
But calling Joe Exotic saying, "Oh, release Joe."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was just a dynamic of like, they're both shitty people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of them are, and
Yeah.
even like some people that I was like, hey, that person seemed like a nice human being, but now like they just like taken this fame and ran with it. And like,
Well, they're all like, yeah, they're all shitty people, and you're just like watching like a train wreck.
That's why I enjoyed watching the first season. Like,
Yeah.
these people are all fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're nuts. And then, but then, like with the it's only 5 episodes. They're trying to expand upon it. Like Joe's still in prison. The story's not really over.
Yeah.
They're still trying to like go after, but like more shitty people try to glom on to these people. Like a lawyer that wants to represent Joe, like other.
Isn't there like a YouTuber as well? I
There's-
think
yeah,
involved?
Jack the Ripper, who's like following the story online and wants to
Right.
solve it himself. It's just like people that glom onto the popularity of the original series.
Yeah.
And you don't get Joe's story or Carol's story.
Yeah, you can't
That's
really
right.
get much out of him if he's still in prison.
Yeah, and it's not over.
Yeah.
Did his trial happen? I don't know. I don't know the full story. They try to stretch too much out of nothing.
You watched the whole thing too?
I skipped through the last episode because then it started talking about Jeff Lowe and like that shitty guy with the bandana.
Probably likes Kid Rock.
Yeah. And it's just like, what are you telling me about this guy? Like, he just seems like a shitty person.
And now there's a movie being made.
And Kate McKinnon starring as Carol Baskin.
The
That's,
show,
that's
yeah.
why she's not on SNL right now. And it's
Yeah.
just like, no one's going to care in like a few months.
A little too late, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they will.
We'll see.
We'll
We'll
see.
see, guys.
Yeah.
Making stuff is hard.
Making stuff is hard. Hey, thank you all so much for watching us on YouTube. Or, hey, if you're watching us we're on Spotify on video now.
Oh.
So you can watch us on Spotify. If you can't catch us live, you can still catch us on Apple Podcasts, audio only, if you just want to listen to us on the go. You can do all that stuff. Join the Patreon. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. If you've never seen us before, please sure to hit that like button. It really does help us out here. And leave a comment down below and let us know, when do you put up your Christmas tree? When do you do it?
When did it
When
happen?
do you do it? First week of November?
How do you
First
think
week
this
of
tree
March?
looks? Do you understand why Brian insisted on making it look better?
Yeah.
Or
Well,
do
they
you
don't
think
see
it
the
would have been
original.
fine.
They don't see the original.
Yeah.
They don't
First
need
week
to.
of November, first week of December. Do you wait until after Thanksgiving? Like Cody just puts
And-
his up
I
whenever.
put it up before Thanksgiving.
And
Before
are
Thanksgiving.
you sick of leftovers for Thanksgiving? Cody, you don't like Thanksgiving food, huh?
hate it.
Yeah, you don't. Okay.
Yeah.
So you never
Ah.
know. Okay.
I like ham though.
He
It's
does
Thanksgiving
like ham.
food.
Yeah, I like ham.
So you lied.
He likes ham and
I
sausage.
didn't lie. I just don't know what I'm saying sometimes.
It's like Christian saying
All-
he doesn't like Christmas.
all the
But he
time.
has
I
5
really don't.
Christmas sweaters.
We're gonna read some Streamlabs.
Wait.
if that's okay. What?
Not going.
Okay. Or super chats. If you donated, we're gonna fucking read it, no matter how bad the company is. So if you're sending us money through Facebook, we'll fucking read it. God damn it. Okay. And we're gonna know all your secrets. Steak sauce donated. He just donated. Steak sauce just donated. Just add a little bit of steak sauce to this.
You just dip some steak sauce.
Yeah, a
on
little bit
there.
of sauce to
Yeah.
the show. They just added it. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Senior Film also donated and just donated. Add a little bit of Senior Film.
What?
Added a little bit of Senior Film.
Just sprinkled some of that in there.
There is a part in Gremlins when they're out.
They have senior film in there.
They're in a projector room
Mhm.
and they're putting on Snow White. And one of them gets attached to it. It's just like.
Mm.
James the Nerd donated via super chat, just saying "Ooga Booga."
Okay, appreciate that.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Mungsung 86 donated via Streamlabs, just saying I like Nickelback.
Yeah.
Hey.
We do too.
They got some good bops. Animals. A song
Animals.
about boning.
Are you Chad Kruger?
Trad
Kruger?
Trad.
Trad Kruger? Goopy G, what's up, Goopy? Donated via super chat. Yo, Christian.
Oh.
Sup?
You look good.
No.
You
A
look
few
good today, bro.
episodes ago, you said your school mascot was an aardvark. Did you go to Howarden for elementary? Because that would be a trip. Love y'all. No. I did not.
No.
No, I
sorry.
didn't.
No.
Sorry about
My
that.
elementary school mascot was the Dolphins, but the my preschool was the Aardvarks. I know. I don't even think it was
Preschool.
I don't even think it was the Art. I think it was
Preschools
just.
have mascots.
I think it was just
I
called
think-
Aardvark.
I thought you said your high school was the Aardvark.
No, high school we were the Braves.
She lied.
The grenades?
No,
The grades.
the Braves.
Oh.
You know, when we had a tomahawk for.
Oh,
them.
yeah.
right.
You go,
I could-
oh.
I didn't know. We never did that.
Mm.
It's an all boys school. Elena,
Dynamic.
but shout out to you, Goopy. Elena donated via Streamlabs. Hey, Wangers. What's up? I've been catching legendary Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond. What should I name my Rayquaza? All love, one love, quest love. Elena, your dedication to this game is just one love, all love, quest love. Fascinating, because the game came out like a day ago,
About a
and
week.
they've already had like 70 hours worth of stuff. So they're asking the legendary Rayquaza is a dragon snake like Pokemon. I think you should name Rayquaza Ray. Oh, my bad.
What's that?
Scary movie.
Specifically, hold on. Ray. Oh, my bad. Add a little pop. Add a little pop in there.
If you can have the pop in the name, we'd appreciate that.
I need screenshots.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Ray Charles. I don't know.
I mean, you can't top Ray. Oh, my bad. I don't know.
Ray pop.
Yeah.
Oh my bad.
Just call Ray. You know, Star Wars. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Let you all
good.
down.
With an E. Ray.
Yeah, Ray. Well, yeah.
He likes to shout that movie a lot.
He does.
All right. So let us know which one wins. I named you my friend in the movie, by the way. In the game, by
Yeah,
the
I
way.
saw that. Yeah.
Do you like
Am I
that?
your rival? Is that what's going on?
No, your best friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good.
There was a Brian that popped up at one point.
What game are you talking about?
You named him Dickhead Brian or something
Oh,
like that.
that's rude.
Yeah.
Come on.
The only one I couldn't name anybody else
Guys.
because
Yeah.
Cody.
Yeah.
And then finally, this one comes from Popcorn.
Hey, Popcorn. Good to hear from you again. What are you saying about yourself today?
Is it you? Are you on?
I'm not.
No.
Let me
I'm
see.
on-
You don't have. Okay. All right. Popcorn says, "Hi all. Hi Christian. I love your hair. I've been having a rough couple of weeks, but your videos have helped. Do you all have any movies that instantly cheer you up? Thanks. Have a great night." Well, thank you, Popcorn.
I hope
like
we
my hair,
never
too.
know who that is.
No,
I love the
d-
mystery.
I don't want to know anymore.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. Movies that make me happy. Chef makes me happy.
Hot Rod.
cheers you up.
Sing Street.
Sing Street. That's a good one.
Oh.
It's a good one.
Let's see here.
I
The
don't know.
Social Network, weirdly.
Wow.
I think that's just a fun movie to
You
watch.
pretentious douchebag.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's just a good comfort movie.
Happy
I'd
Gilmore.
say.
That makes me
I was
happy.
gonna say Billy
Yeah.
Madison.
Yeah.
But I want to revisit that.
Dumb and Dumber. Instant
one.
Smile. Home Alone.
Elf.
Jingle All the Way.
Just Friends.
Just Friends is always. I'm never in a
Oh.
bad mood watching Just Friends. That's for sure. Yeah.
Chris Brander. Oh no, he's like Dinkelman. Dinkelman. Not Mark Ruffalo in that movie.
That's
what
right. It does look like Mark
looks
Ruffalo.
exactly
Doesn't he look just
fucking
him?
like him.
When we
Yeah.
watched that, I was like, Laura, this guy looks like Mark Ruffalo's
It's got to be
son.
his brother or something.
We have a son. His
Yeah.
name's TJ. TJ.
Oh, I like when she's like, ooh, Darla. That's my favorite. Darla.
Alrighty. So I hope your day is brighten up. I hope your day is popping a little
Hope
bit
it's
more.
popping
here.
up a little bit there.
Hope
Yeah.
your day gets a little bit of butter on you, Popcorn.
Oh.
Thank you all so much. Appreciate every single one of you. Once again, remember, all love, one love, quest love. We're going to read some names for all of our Patreon supporters. It's getting late, so it's... You ready, Brian?
Yeah.
Aaron J. Lancaster. Aaron Woodley.
Oh, I just want to play it for the bit.
Oh,
Now I gotta
It's-
go back.
It's funny. We get it.
All right. Here we go. Oh, now I got an advertisement for
Aaron
Oh, no, we're good.
Woodley.
All right, Brian, we know you're an asshole.
Alec M.S. Young.
Christian's a fucking idiot.
Alexis Lopez.
He's sweet.
Anthony Marrera.
No!
Anthony Picciolari. Wait, Picciolari?
No!
Arcadio Castellanos.
Hit
Yeah.
that motherfucking like button, bitch.
Axel the Hungry
yeah.
Hippo.
Hit
Yeah.
that motherfucking like button, bitch.
Who's burping in the background?
Oh,
Of that?
play it
Play it again.
Was that me?
Hit
Yeah.
that motherfucking like
Yeah,
button,
that's you.
bitch.
That's
Somebody
you.
burping at the end of
Off
that.
screen.
You going off, yeah.
All right.
Billy Storley.
They want to fuck.
Bobby Mitchell.
I asked you for a fucking turkey.
Ryan King.
You got to pound out your meat.
You, Adam.
I ran into Adam at CVS the other day, too. It was
That's
wonderful.
great.
It was just
I
wonderful.
wish I could have that interaction.
Brian Arsenault.
Oh.
I was buying a COVID test, too, just
Yeah.
like before I seen family. And like he was like, "What are you doing here?" I was like, "I'm just getting a COVID test." He's like, "You okay?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Yes, I'm fine."
Oh, you guys haven't got your booster?
I got
No,
mine yesterday.
I haven't.
Oh.
You feel like
Yeah.
shit?
No, just my arm hurt a little bit earlier.
Which one? This one?
No, this one.
Oh, you're a lefty.
Lefty.
Pussy.
Yeah, well, that's not necessarily true.
When I got it last week, I couldn't lift my arm like past this.
Oh, really?
Pussy.
I felt like a
Yeah.
pussy.
Chris Jones. I don't believe in
Us-
boosters.
Assault. Let's talk about it.
Cindy Perez. Hi, Cindy.
I see.
Let's bring you back, Cody. I don't know.
Oh, God.
What is that from?
Oh, that hurt.
Claire Stefan.
Oh, boy. Good afternoon, the Yankees.
Play that one again.
What was that name?
Say name.
Oh, Cody Watson.
Oh, boy. Good afternoon, the Yankees.
Listen carefully. Is somebody like orgasming
It
there?
sounds
Play it
like-
again.
sounds
Play
like
it
me.
one more time. Play
Connor,
it again, bro.
Connor
Oh.
Kennedy.
Oh, boy. Good afternoon.
I never heard that.
The Yankees.
I never
heard that.
Can we pull out that little?
Yeah.
That sounds like me. DJ Red Hot Cox.
Oh boy, good afternoon.
No, I think it's
The
Ken.
Yankees. Just like,
Is that Ken?
It sounds like Ken.
Okay.
Elena Marie 10. Play it again.
oh boy, good afternoon.
I think it might be Ken.
The Yankees.
Like he's disappointed.
He
I think it was
lost?
a- yeah.
He lost.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I hit a homer at that point, and that was basically it.
Emmanuel.
I like how it sounds like a 1970s microphone.
Yeah, like you're
It
a little
sounds so
too close
bad.
to the
Am I too
microphone.
close?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Fuentes.
Oh boy, good afternoon. The Yankees.
Enrique Cabreras.
Biden.
Gabriel J. Leva. Hernan Sebastian. James Chesney. James Lavario.
Nothing but meat.
Jason Harvey.
I'm coming at this generally ignorant.
John Noto.
I got so wet.
Joseph Tanana.
It's time to take out the trash.
Please, did you give me?
Nope.
Did you get?
Oh, I got a Gucci. I haven't got.
But
Oh, that
only-
came out last week, right?
It did. I
Yeah.
didn't see it.
I haven't seen it yet.
But I keep saying because she says Father Son House of
House-
Good,
House
but I
Good.
always say Father Son House Gucci. Like I just
Gucci
skip out.
trash.
The
You just skip out
Yes.
the of. I think it's funny.
Yes.
Lose the of.
Yeah.
JB Bueller.
Yeah. Fucking prick.
Carl Soderbeck.
Trump
it.
24. Let's go.
Cal Johnson.
I've been known to enjoy Tarzan's treehouse.
Maris Thornton.
Light speed.
Mark Murdoch.
Oh.
There's nothing.
Okay.
Oh, no.
my God.
Oh, no.
Okay. Oh shit.
It is-
What do we do? Oh my
It
God.
is-
What are we
it-
gonna do?
it's
Brian, what are we gonna do
crooked.
if it
It's
happens?
crooked.
Matthew Picard.
Whores don't get a second chance.
Hell yeah. Michael Baitner.
Whores don't get a second chance.
No, they don't. Nick Reeves. Nick Wade.
She was 12.
Paul Acton.
Nice that the little wiener's tied on the top.
Yeah. You know you gotta tie your wieners up.
Ramon Cock.
I got marshmallows today.
You're losing confidence in each word.
Real Snacks Attacks.
It looks like semen.
Robert Gerbig.
I want to eat that wiener.
Ruben E25.
I'm sure you have a great butthole, Cody.
Thanks.
Samantha Leon Mendoza.
I went to TJ Maxx. I went to Marshall's. I went to Ross.
Sangale.
Lastly, and certainly not leastly,
Sean Blade.
Make sure that the penis is tiny.
Senior film.
Please, mama.
Space Wolf Lounge.
Poo poo.
Steak sauce.
Poo poo.
Tarek Stockwell.
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
Terry G.
Oh fuck! It's a different color.
Thaddeus Maximus.
So that's nothing. What the fuck is Soliver doing?
because that's like the
TJ Jones.
I'm a lunch whore.
Tyler Eklund.
You look old as fuck.
Tyler Eklund, I said that. Wiley Todd.
It looks like semen.
And finally, Zach McCorkerdale.
I don't need to fix my stroke.
Thank you so much to every single one of you. Appreciate y'all. Hey, have a good week. Hope everybody hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving weekend. Here's to Christmas and New Year's. Oh my God, Cody, you gonna start prepping for your New Year's resolution?
I've never made one.
What do you do with your life?
I don't
Yeah.
like to have goals. I don't like letting myself down.
If you don't have goals, you can't be disappointed.
There we go.
Ooh.
Dodgeball taught us that.
Boom.
Yeah.
There it is. Thank you all. Appreciate every single one of you. We'll see you all next time. Right now.
So last night I was buying Spider-Man tickets, and finally
yeah.
finally got through, but the thing like failed like every time I tried to buy it. Long story short, I bought 4 tickets. If anyone wants one.
Late last night.
Yeah.
How long did you stay up for this?
I mean, not long. It took like an hour to get to the line, but like because it said like couldn't go through or whatever. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, let me try again. I'll pick a different seat. So I bought 4 different
Cody,
Spider-Man tickets on
as
accident.
soon as I saw
Yeah.
like you must wait an hour, I
Yeah.
clicked out. I woke
Yeah.
up this
I was
morning.
folding laundry watching the Beatles documentary.
Okay.
I wasn't
All right.
doing anything.
I woke up this
Yeah.
morning. It took me 2 seconds. About 2 tickets.
Yeah.
Easy.
Nothing was sold out.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I got 4 of them. I
Nice.
should probably get some refunds on those.
What day?
But, Thursday night.
Oh, did you guys go Black Friday shopping at all?
No.
I did, and because the guy told me, because of shipment issues, there's no sales. Go fuck yourself. No, he didn't say that.
But that would have been a hell of a dismount.
Hey, click the links.
Bye.